Incoming transmissions. The MUJ have been dispatched to Legend Valley to investigate various alien sightings at the 23rd annual gathering of the Juggalos. Thursday, July 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MUJ will report on the findings of their investigation during a live stream that will be broadcast on all of our networks from a special 3-hour event taking place near the blast-off stage during the gathering of the Juggalos. During this special live stream, MUJ will be joined by special guests who will speak on the strange activity they've experienced during their time at the GOTJ. If you will be in attendance of this year's gathering of the Juggalos, be sure to come to the Podcast Super Show and join MUJ during their special investigative discovery and pick up some exclusive MUJ sticker packs and much more. If you cannot make the GOTJ, be sure to be subscribed to all Team MUJ networks to catch this live stream directly from the gathering.
Yo, this is the Thuggalo Show. Tonight is a special night, a night unlike no other. Here come the Men in Black type beat. Had to put my headphones on.
Last minute rushing.
Here to get my Modelo on, you feel me? Gotta get the Dello, because we got the Dello boys pulling up. It is a special stream, because you know of the Midwest United Juggalos from the Midwest. 219, stand the fuck up. Let's introduce Bobby Blaze, Prez Murderous, and Jiggy Fresh, reporting from an undisclosed location.
Hey, yo, what up, dope?
Deli's up. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure to drink a couple of extra delis for Jiggy Fresh tonight.
Yeah.
Much love, Thuggalo Show, for finally having us on this motherfucker. Elixir, Onstead, Trailer Park, much motherfucker love.
Yeah, much love, y'all. Thank y'all for this.
Absolutely. Jiggy Fresh coming live from the Batmobile.
I'm in the spaceship, dog, you know what I'm saying?
On the spaceship, bro.
On the spaceship.
We
make that gathering bag.
Real shit. Yeah, Jiggy gotta get that gathering bag. He got the money bags, bro. He's probably the richest man on screen right now.
No,
I honestly wouldn't. I would not bet against that. To be honest with you, I would not bet against that. 100%.
I want to say all that.
But that's why he's going to work right now at fucking 9 o'clock on a Friday, so he could be the richest man on the screen right now. So.
Real shit. Jiggy Fresh, probably the most networked Juggalo, possibly, maybe, speculation. We got Bobby Blaze, Prez Murderous. What up, Prez?
Hey, how you doing, guys? I know,
What's
it's
up,
great
man?
to be here, yo. Hey, just, chilling.
Now,
That's high as a motherfucker right now.
hey,
I'm
I
always
know
high as fuck, though.
Elixir, Onstead, how are you dudes feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Fucking glad it's Friday. Finally, it's fucking Friday.
It's another beautiful Friday. The Thuggalo Show is lit. We are here, bro. Jiggy Fresh in the spaceship. Bobby Blaze, Prez Murderous. I want to say thank you to all 26 people in the chat for joining us tonight. This is actually an extreme situation. We got two giants, two Godzillas, if you will, of the YouTube Juggalo scene. The Midwest United Juggalos, the Thuggalo Show. Bobby, let me start with you, bro. We just made this shit happen, and I think things like this, bro, like this is how the scene lives, you know what I'm saying, with channels like us.
100%, bro. Hey, look, and honestly, I appreciate you guys even putting us in any contention with y'all or whatever, because you guys are out there fucking killing it for the culture, and we appreciate that shit all day. That's why we big up you guys. We were bigging up you last night. Every show we do, we big up you guys because of that shit. Y'all out here for that culture shit, you know what I'm saying? So much love for having us on here. Hey, shout out the fucking chat, though, too. I just opened it back up because I always forget it puts you right in this private chat shit. But shout out everybody in the chat right now. Much motherfucking love. That's the shit.
Let me ask Jiggy Fresh, bro. How do you feel about like this collabo finally going down with the MUJLOs and the Thuggalos? You feel me?
Yo, hey, this shit is hype, man. This is like I seen Mikey Sears posted this is like a generational fucking historical type shit, dude. Like everybody been talking about it. Everybody been like, man, y'all need to do it. Y'all need to just get on each other's show and make it happen, bro. And like Bobby said, man, y'all been killing it out there, and it's an honor to be on the show with y'all. And finally getting this Avengers type beat going on. You know what I'm saying? And taking over this shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's only Acropo, bro, because like you got Ouija, Esham, and Violent J, Free Will, Shaggy, the Airhead, Darby. They're all out there on the 3-headed monster tour. You feel me? So it only makes sense for this trio 6-man tag team type beat to happen on YouTube. I'm just glad it happens, bro, because like I think Bobby said something to this effect on the Hours of Chaos last night. That basically it's things like Juggalo YouTube, as no pun intended, toxic as it can be at times. These kind of things actually help the culture because it breathes life into the shit. You feel me? Like there's a breathing, living companion of Juggalos.
It shuts that fucking competition mindset down that people have. You know what I'm saying? So like to do this shit like shows that like we're really just out here like just on Juggalo shit, just trying to kick it. And like it gives more power to the entire Juggalo universe when like we can get together and just talk our Juggalo shit together. Because now it's just not Team MUJ sitting around like we normally fucking do doing our thing. Now Team MUJ have linked up with Thuggalo Show and we're gonna be talking Juggalo shit, and that's what the fucking culture needs. You know what I'm saying?
And
we don't need to be
Juggalo
competing for time
often
space.
Comes with ideas.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what the culture should be all about, especially like the internet culture of us Juggalos, because we're such a small community anyways, and for us to be competing with each other is just outlandish. We're a small type family, we need to keep it a fucking small type family.
Absolutely, bro.
Absolutely, homie.
How do you feel about it, Litzer? How do you feel about the Juggalo YouTube scene at large?
I mean, the Juggalo YouTube scene at large, I mean, obviously, we got our lanes, you know what I mean? And, I mean, shit, some of them we can't, you know what I mean, are going the right way about it, but I love seeing the ones that are doing it right fucking linking up. I remember being at the fucking gathering last year at the podcast, sitting right across from y'all, and just like, goddamn, these guys are fucking fresh as fuck. And never would I imagine, like, you know, now we're linked up and shit, man.
Hell yeah, man.
I love it.
That's the shit, though. And this is just the beginning, too, man. I forgot, my bad to cut you off, but this is just the beginning. I think people are like, what's in store for us collectively, I think it's going to even blow people's mind here in the next, 2 months or so. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to address this specifically, Bobby. You said I watched the whole Hours of Chaos stream that you guys did last night. It was a great stream. Shout out to Don Chaos. Elixir and Onstead will be pulling up on that show next week. That's gonna be fresh as fuck. Bobby, you mentioned like when Darby O'Trill got signed to C17, it was like not only a W for him, obviously that's huge for Darby O'Trill, but it was like a win for like our culture. Like when a Judd wins, we all win type shit.
For all Juggalos won on that day. You know what I'm saying? And I started saying it even when Darby got signed, like booked to do the gathering this year. Like that's a win for all of us because it gives you something, like it gives you an achievable goal to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like if like 4 artists out there or whatever, it shows you that like if you work hard enough to do this shit, if you're out there fucking killing it, you can do that shit because Darby is one of us. You know what I'm saying? And like when Darby wins, it's like a whole like cultural win. You know what I'm saying? Because like not just because we're his homies, but like Darby just guaranteed like another 5 years onto this wicked shit, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like seeing that win isn't just a win just for Darby, isn't a win just for the squad or whatever. It's a win for all Juggalos everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
For the culture, for everything that we stand for.
Hell yeah. Everything that we sit out here and we do these fucking streams all night for, Darby just guaranteed us like 5 more years of being able to do that shit.
That's well
said. And it's not
like,
just the same old stamp on Wicked shit neither. Darby's got different music, and it's all got fucking Juggalo references through all of it, which is fucking premium.
Hell yeah.
And with him being the new metal, like, fucking GOAT that he is, I'm hoping and expecting we get some kind of dip into that in the future, too, because that would be fresh.
Yo, Jiggy, let me ask Jiggy, how do you feel about Darby O'Trill signing the C17? Like, how monumental was that?
Dude, it's super monumental. Like, I know Bobby brought it up yesterday, and we had brought it up a couple of times before. Like, every year, like when the lineup drops, you got everybody that complains about, oh, I didn't get booked, or they're booking this person and that person. But like, you got a sour attitude or something like that. That you're expecting it to happen for you, and you want it. Instead of just like grinding out there and putting your work out there, it showed. Like he said, man, it showed. Darby's been out there doing his thing for the past few years and like a non-stop doing it. You know what I mean? It's not like he took a break and he's been putting out music. He's been putting out singles, videos, the tuned little EPs and shit, dude. It's not just like, oh, here I dropped a couple songs and yo, they better book me now. You know what I'm saying? It shows that grind he's been on and that work ethic. And like you said, dude, that's a juggalo, bro. That's a student of the game, dude. Like Onstead was saying with the references and everything. He's not just some dude coming up like, yo, I'm gonna kill you, fucking, whatever. If you listen to his shit, he's a student of the game, bro. Like he paid attention along this fucking way from being a young juggalo to being signed to C17, bro. That's like you said, that's one of us, bro. That's a juggalo, not just a juggalo rapper or a horrorcore rapper. That's a fucking juggalo who fucking grinded and got to where he got to go and made it fucking happen for himself, man.
Absolutely, dog. I love that he like reps Juggalo unapologetically, just like Ouija does. Like I feel like
absolutely.
I feel like sometimes Juggalo rappers, for lack of a better term, they're like they'll do all their shit in the Juggalo scene. Every show they play is a Juggalo show, but they're kind of gonna shy away from that reputation for some reason. Like, why do you?
Darby does not at all, though. You know what I'm saying? And but I think a lot of people do that because then, in reality, in the back of their mind, they don't want to just be labeled another Juggalo rapper or whatever. But Darby speaks so heavily for his own shit that he's not just another Juggalo rapper or whatever. But when people are like, some people are like, yo, I'm not a Juggalo rapper, I'm a Juggalo who raps or whatever, I will 100% say that Darby O'Chill's a Juggalo rapper, dog, but not in like that weird fucking I was gonna say like 6 other people and like downgrade people, but I don't want to downgrade anybody. But Darby is a Juggalo rapper, but in like the best sense of it all, where he flips through that wicked shit Rolodex and drops all these dope ass references instead of just like scumbag Juggalo, like, oh, I'm a Juggalo, I painted my face and I, wear a Hatchet Man charm or whatever. Instead, he's got these, Instead, he's got these dope ass references that and make it fresh as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And we're all Juggalos, dog, so we see through that shit when somebody tries to come up through this lane or the Juggalo escalator, like Jay likes to say, bro. We see that shit when it's fake because we see that it's like, oh, bro, you're just like saying the right things because you think we'll react a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just like, hey, they tell every artist to step on stage and say whoop whoop and family at the gathering for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't want shit thrown at you. Yeah.
Shout out to Darby O'Trill. I want to switch gears here. I want to talk about the Team MUJ Informed Juggalos craft beer exchange in a moment. But first, I'm going to ask Jiggy Fresh, how did Team MUJ start? Like, how did you guys get this shit going?
The first time or like this?
Hey, tell us all about now, bro.
Okay, so the more recent story, I guess.
We'll tell you the now story, the where we're at now. So what? 5 years ago, man, we were. It had actually been like the first like big event I had been to in a while. Me and Bobby Blaze and a few other homies went out to Colorado for DCG Con. And we got out there, Ouija had just dropped Trash Fire, like, what, a few weeks prior to that? A week, maybe?
I can't remember. It was a little bit before that.
Yeah, so, like, we were out there, Ouija was just, popping off, and
I think, like, the Ghost single I just dropped at that point.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was Ghost. But, man, we were out there, and, like I said, it was the first time in a long time that I've been, to a big Juggalo event like that, a big ass event like that. So just being out there, dude, and like feeling like, damn, dude, I fucking miss this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been, dad and married and all this other bullshit going down, and just being out there. And we had MUJ years before, and it kind of teetered off and went its separate ways or whatever. But when I was out there, I was talking to Bobby like a real drunken Jackie Fresh, as they called
him Jackie Fresh at that point. It wasn't Jackie Fresh anymore. After a bottle, because we couldn't smoke weed back then, so after like a bottle of Jack Daniels to like at least get fucked up,
Jackie
what I'm saying?
took over.
Jackie took over, but it was great. It was fun as fuck though.
Jackie Fresh is a Thuggalo.
Yeah, Jackie
100%.
Oh man, y'all don't ever want to meet Jackie Fresh, though.
Jackie Fresh got us kicked out of our hotel. You know what I'm saying? So.
You don't want to meet Offstead either.
Yeah, we got Offstead.
Yeah, that happens, man. Like, hey, there's one in every group, So.
There's an Offstead and Jackie Fresh would probably be some trouble, man. But so like anyway, man, back to it. We got I was in Bobby Blaze's ear, like, bro. it was people like the people that used to fuck with it would always ask, "Are you guys going? Well, you guys should bring back MUJ. You guys should bring back MUJ." And I was like, I was just fucked up, you know, like on some drunk shit. Like, yo, Bobby, we need to bring this shit back, dog. Fucking everybody wants us to bring this shit back. We should bring it back, you know. And it wasn't until we got back home, back to the 219, Gutter Water had just released. Me and Bobby were on some kayaks with the Delos, beautiful Lake Michigan, having this discussion. He's like, yo, he's like, you serious about bringing it back? I'm like, yeah, bro, let's do it. You know, he's like, all right, well, if we're gonna do it, he's like, we can't do it without, you know, Prez Murder. We can't do it without Matt Murderers. So I was like, fuck it, dog, let's bring him on. Because, again, there was a bunch of us that were involved with it before, but there was the dedicated ones, and then there was ones who were just in it for, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so this is where you got Team MUJ. We started doing it. You know, we were recording our shows before, and then, you know, Pandy Wamby hit. And shout out to Carnival Spirits again, man. Beastmaster was like, hey, you know, you guys should do live shows, man. You guys need a bigger audience. You guys, you know, your show's tight. You guys are dope, blah, blah, blah. You need more interaction. You need do live shows. So then we started the whole doing the StreamYard shit and rocking the shit out, and then it happened, man. Everybody started tuning in. The more interaction we got, the more love it. You know, it was a dope experience. And they're like, yo, we need to just keep doing this. And here it is. We're back 5 years going strong again. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it.
What was dope to me at that time, and like I told Onstead and Elixir about this when I was putting you guys on, like I was like, bro, there was a time when Ouija came into the family and like a lot of people weren't sure about him in the YouTube scene, I thought. And you guys were like really super on the positive Ouija Mac thing. Our whole podcast is a Ouija Mac tribute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So obviously we understand that. We had a former business partner of ours say, well, you can't just do a Ouija Mac podcast. That'll never work.
Nobody would be interested. There's not a lot of people out there that'll fuck with it.
We was told by our former homie, we was told by our former homie, like, oh, bro, a Ouija Mac podcast, that'll never work. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, but Team MUJ does it. Like, they pretty much do that shit. They rep C17 hard, bro, and I respect that. And y'all at a time was doing that when no one else was. That's why I give a lot of props to you guys. You guys are, I think, a little responsible for what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all inspired us that it can be done.
If you will.
An influence, for sure.
Man. But
That's dope, man. We appreciate it.
Because we're all in this shit fucking, you know, we're all doing this shit together. Of course, those influences are going to wear off. And like you said, you know, like we got on the Ouija train. Like, I don't acknowledge Slagtooth days or whatever, so I'm just going to pretend Ouija didn't exist until.
No, I completely understand. I get it.
But like we were on the Ouija train like right away, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling Jiggy like, yo, there is something that's gonna happen when this happens, and Jiggy felt it too right away, you know what I'm saying? And like Jiggy was saying, like he hadn't gone to a lot of the big events or whatever, but leading up to that, like when Ouija was starting to just roll with Psychopathic, and like he was on a couple of like the Malenko tour or whatever, that like one of those
Malenko and Friends.
Yeah, and Jiggy and I were out in Chicago. I had opened up the show with my boys Razor or whatever, and we ended up seeing Ouija that night. And, like he did Urinal then, and that was like way before Gutter Water had dropped or whatever. We're like, yo, we left that bitch for the next like fucking 17 days, saying, you know, like fucking just screaming Urinal, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing anything about this, but you know, fucking I put your bitch at your funeral, you know what I'm saying? Just going fucking hard as fuck, like, yo, this is fucking dope.
Gutter Water changed the game, man. It changed the game, and for the people that knew, they knew.
Yeah.
And I think everyone on panel knew when that shit dropped. Like it's changing the game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
absolutely. And it was like I said,
that cipher when he did the cipher and shit. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
If people didn't understand that something was about to change drastically, then they were blind to it. Then you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You listen to that now, that cipher, even though he looks completely different, that cipher still holds weight today. You know what I'm saying. That cipher is still as good as today as it was then.
And that was the thing too, man. When we were out there in Colorado, we had Trash Fire. There was no Gutter Water yet. You know what I'm saying. He said Ghost might have just dropped like the single, you know, but. We were bumping Trash Fire, and like even the homies in the car, like, bro, what? Like it was nonstop Trash Fire, nonstop. Like anytime we hopped in the whip, it was Trash Fire. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody's like, bro, who is this guy? Like we're like, bro, that's next up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, no, man, I don't know. But then we left Colorado, and you know, It was the same shit. That shit trash. That shit. We were singing that shit.
Our homie texts
Everyone
us,
fucking with.
you know what I'm saying? After that shit, he's like, yo, I know I was hating on it, but that shit trash. That shit's fine. Like, we told you, motherfucker.
We got you, motherfucker.
Even our boy Sweet, he's like old school Juggalo or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like, really, I didn't think he was gonna fuck with Ouija at all. But like the whole time, I'm like, we're playing it or whatever, and just like as the days go by, he was just getting more into it. And he messaged me when we got home. He's like, I ended up pre-ordering that gutter water pack. I was like, hey, that's how it goes, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it really does like 100% on here right now. I don't think what we're doing now as MUJ like would be what it does if it wasn't for Ouija. But it was it's a give and receive type thing. We were lucky enough to get a lot of blessings from Ouija, and that's really probably why we were able to continue this also. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Ouija plugged us, like, really, like, our relationship with Dev was like a plug from Ouija, you know what I'm saying? That led on to Darby, Strife, Shaggy, Frankie, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it has been, like Ouija noticed that we were fucking, like, going hard back then, too, you know what I'm saying? And
I noticed, bro. I definitely noticed. I was like, these guys know what they're talking about, so I'm going to listen to these fucking guys.
He gave us a bump at that point, like, in the beginning. And that's really like, you know, that was like kind of all we needed to know that we're on the right track or whatever. And like I said, you know, I messaged you after the last show that you were on. I was like, yo, nobody watched anyway. And that's just how I want to always feel no matter what, even when people watch, because not because we're like, I don't feel like, you know, like to go on to this whole like Juggalo YouTube shit. A lot of people think that they're fucking changing the world. I'm just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, so like, that's how that's how it's got to go. So like, we'll probably like, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? The most people that will have watched or whatever, like most of the time we don't even fucking notice that, because like either way, like when there was like 5 people watching or 20, when we get hype on 20 afterwards, like, yo, 20 people watched this tonight? That's gas as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
When it pertains to shit like that, like I definitely feel the wavelength you're on. As the way me, Onstate, and Elixir see it, bro, we're so past that clickbait and all these weird YouTube things that you're supposed to do. We're like, yo, it's this chapter. It's chapter 38. It's Team MUJ. I don't need to tell you
for itself.
The horse's mouth. I'm gonna bring Bobby Blaze and Jiggy Fresh and Prez Murderous on the show to talk their shit, because that's who it is. I'm no longer concerned about numbers. It's dope when people watch. It's dope when people pull up. But like, I'm just so. We don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't.
The best part about the people pulling up, like, is that like I really got to chop it up with a lot of these people. Like, we hang out with Bridget, man, like all the time. Like now it seems like, you know what I'm saying? You know, she's pulled up to the crib or whatever. Like, you know, Mikey Sears, he's in the chat. He's always showed us mad love. It's like, you know, Relic showing mad love. Without this shit, like, that's the best part. Like, of these people watching, you know what I'm saying? Is that like?
Well, that really is the best part, because when you do look at that chat, you know, week in and week out, you can always count on them, like, you know, at least them 5 people, the 5 that always are there, big up at us or being there. And so that's the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we never thought, like, oh yeah, we're gonna hit, you know, 1 million followers, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, to have them same 5 people pull up every day, them same, you know, 5 people retweet our shit, like, yo, hey, make sure you pull up, catch us in the chat, we'll be in the chat too, you know, we'll be kicking it, you know. That shit's dope, dude. It's like, again, it's like a hang, dude. This gave us an excuse. Like I said, especially us, you know, as Team MUJ are blessed to be able to do this shit in-house together, you know, week in and week out. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
It's dope as fuck that we get together and be in person and, you know, smoke or whatever, drink and, you know,
that's
and
the
do our
thing
shit.
Kind of left out when you asked them about reforming this shit. Like, Jiggy had for like years not lived. Like, I think it was still the 219, but it was like an hour away. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't link up a lot. His work schedule being far away, you know, the family type shit or whatever. But then they moved close or whatever. Like, motherfucker lived like 5 minutes away from me. So like on the weekends, then we're like, yo, like, this gives us an excuse to link up on those weekends. To hey, after a fucking long work week, let's just throw the camera up. Let's talk about our Juggalo shit. Let's drink some beers, you know what I'm saying? And like that's really like especially like the first 2 years of NUJ were basically just that, an excuse to just do it. And then the Pandy Wamby hit, and then it was like that was the way to keep us together then too, was by just doing this live shit, doing the panel shit, you know what I'm saying, where we'd all link from each other's cribs and bullshit or whatever. But that, I feel like when Jiggy said, that really helped anything that MUJ does too now.
Absolutely.
Live shit does too.
You guys mentioned Trash Fire, Onstead. I think it's only natural that
Is
we
it that time?
Oh shit!
weave our way into this, and I think I still owe these dudes $17 for the fact that we.
We're at like what 32 episodes now.
Okay,
so
I did the
38.
math. I already did the
38.
math. We
Oh.
owe them $646.
665. We'll just call it 665.
Yeah,
Call it in.
We'll round it up to 665, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, Elitzer coming in with a quick mass. That's just
Hell
wild.
yeah, man.
Quick math.
I already had it
Math,
prepared,
yeah.
man. I knew it was going to come up. I already had it prepared.
Yo, that's the shit. Hey, honestly, that's the type of investigative journalism that you can find here on the Thuggalo Show. 100%.
I did the math.
I
We
did
owe.
that. That's right, for sure.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
but hey, we'll take that money. Our cash apps in the description. You feel me? So,
Real shit.
Yeah.
We'll just we'll bring a couple more craft beers than necessary.
Hey,
for-
we'll settle it out. Hey, we'll settle it out of court for a case Modelo. All right.
Hey, that's real.
Way back.
I'ma hold that. I'ma do that for y'all.
hey, man,
Onstead,
we'll hold that then now for sure.
hell yeah, Onstead. What is this week's Trash or Fire, dog?
So this week's trash or fire we have is movie theaters.
All right, so I'm gonna ask Jiggy Fresh first. Trash or Fire movie theaters?
Oof. Depends on the movie. I would say that. If it's like let's say like I mentioned earlier, like an Avengers type movie where you're like, I gotta see it in the fucking IMAX type shit, then it's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as of like lately, man, the past few years, streaming and everything else kind of killed the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Like you can sit in the comfort of your home. You know what I'm saying? Your drawers scratching your nuts watching fucking Avengers now. You know what I'm saying? So
Wait, you guys don't do that at the theater? What the fuck?
I mean, sometimes
I'm the
you know,
one that get kicked out because of that.
yeah, man, it wasn't me.
So would it be trash then?
I would say trash as of late. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer for myself. I'm gonna say trash. I'm not a big movie guy in general, so like, just not a. I like wrestling, Playboy. Like I don't fuck with that shit.
Yo,
I'ma
and
switch it. Hey, go
it's
ahead.
super expensive too. It's
Yes.
fucking super expensive to pull up at a movie theater, dude.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit. Paying fucking $80 to go watch The Flash, bro.
Yeah, fuck all that.
$20
Alright.
for a small popcorn. I'm gonna get mine off real quick too, and mine is trash. Trash
Yeah,
fuck, because I'm not like Trailer Park said, I'm not a big movie guy, and I'm also not spending $85 to go see fucking Fast 23. I'm sorry.
Real shit.
Absolutely.
I keep thinking of the last, that fucking movie showing of the Big Money Hustlers, bro.
That was
Remember
fun.
that shit was fun, man. Like, Juggalo should not be allowed in movie theaters. We're just gonna fucking piss all over the floor. We're just gonna ruin everything. We did too. But no, that was fire. I'll give that. That Big Money Hustler show was fire back in the day when they fucking did it in like an actual venue. That was fire. But I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be trash.
With shit like Hulu and Netflix, it is kind of like,
Yeah.
what's the fucking point?
What's the point, right?
I'm gonna switch it to the Prez. Prez, let's get the presidential ruling on trash or fire movie theaters.
I mean, indoor movie theaters trash, but we have a
Ooh.
drive-in movie theater.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've
And I'm
never
partial
done
to
the
that because
You
I can
throw it in
roll
the
out
wild
there
card.
and clam bake the fuck out of my car.
Yeah,
and enjoy the
sir.
movie
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
in my dope-ass surround sound car.
Real shit.
But
Is
then
that a
again,
fire?
I'm also partial to that Netflix shit because movies ain't cheap. Movie theaters ain't cheap. So
For sure.
Yo, I did forget about the driving out here. That is dope because at the drive-in, you can also pull up with your own snacks, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna check your car.
Right. And,
So you can pull
and
up.
all the weed that you want.
Yeah, you can pull up whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
gonna
even
pull
hide a couple
wild
homies
card
under a
and
blanket.
say
And
saying?
sneak them in and shit.
Drive-in
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
theaters are fire, but regular movie theaters are trash.
All right, that's a lot of trashes, Bobby Blaze. I don't think even if you say
Yeah.
fire, it's gonna save the verdict. But I have to ask you, movie theaters, trash or fire?
I mean, like you said, it's not even a fucking save it or whatever. Even their drive-in shit is not gonna save it because I even remember the last time I went to the drive-in, you know. And look, I'm like, you guys were saying you guys don't like movies or whatever, but I fucking love some movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
I've watched John Wick 4 twice now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was fucking gas as fuck. You know, like I watch the fuck out of movies, but like especially lately, and I kind of always did, except for when I was a kid. But like, I hate the fucking movies. I hate going to the movie theater. I hate sitting next to fucking people. I hate sitting behind people. I hate sitting around people. I hate thinking, you know, that I'm gonna have to shoot first. You know what I'm saying? I like so much shit that I hate.
Motherfucker on his phone describing
Like,
the whole movie.
All right, so one time I went and saw a
Oh,
motherfucking.
shit.
This is like when The Conjuring was out, bro, and these girls and their boyfriend were like just like laughing and all this shit, and I'm like into this fucking scary ass Conjuring movie. You know what I'm saying? I leaned on these motherfuckers and I was like, "Yo, you just shut the fuck up." And like the dude looked back for a second, like he was gonna like he wanted some smoke, and then it was like, "Oh man, this dude's sweating and shit." Like I don't want no smoke, so they got up and straight fucking left the motherfucker. But like that's why I don't want to go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? I always sneak my snacks in, so fuck how much the snacks and shit are. But I'm like the movies anymore. Like I got a nice ass TV in my living room. I got surround sound in my living room. I got some comfy ass couches. All the snacks that I want, I could have them here. I could take a piss
Cheaper,
break whenever
too.
I could pause that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And really, all the streamers that I have now, like my homie has like a server on that Plex shit. So like all the new movies constantly
Nice.
come on. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I don't even need the other streaming sources that I have because all the good movies that are on like HBO Max or whatever go right onto this thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Respect.
Yeah. But hey, trash them. Fuck that shit. It ain't it ain't the fucking 50s no more. Fucking they could put beds in the theaters, they could put full ass recliners in the theaters. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't want none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So trash.
Trash.
We got an overall trash tonight, guys. I'm moving.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
That's gas.
So let's talk about this. Let me ask you this. I'll
Let's
start
talk
with Bobby
about
Blaze. I want to ask about this little event called the Intergalactic Craft Beer Exchange going down at Merch Row Thursday, July 6th, 4 to 6 p.m. Tell me about
Yeah.
this shit.
Yo, so for the second year, we're coming back, bro. It took us an entire year to travel the galaxy and make an orbit back to the dirt ball with some of the dopest beers from around the galaxy. We linked up again with our homies Informed Juggalos. Like you said, we're pulling up on Merch Row at motherfucking 4 o'clock, right after the podcast shit. So there'll be like a little break, get your shit together, meet back up. This is gonna run from 4 to 6. Last year we had like over 30 different beers, 10 different states, 10 plus different states.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, Clownbus pulled up, Shaggy there had pulled up, Derek Baker brought some shit from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Chunk pulled up with some beers, you know what I'm saying? Strife came up and pulled a promo, but like the homies pulled up in like full force. The reason why we started doing this shit is to like meet like more jugs, you know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
in the subculture of this Juggalo shit, then you also have people who are into craft beer, which is also another nice subculture out there, you know what I'm saying? So we figured you already broke the ice by being a Juggalo, now we could link up on these dope ass craft beers or whatever. And it's really cool. The idea came on some just like, you know, when we do our Road to the Gathering and the Juggalo shit, we just like talk about shit. And one of the questions that I like to ask people, and you know, I would like to probably ask you guys tonight too, but now you guys are gonna get a chance to think about it. But what I would ask Jiggy Fresh, or what I asked the crew, and it was Jiggy Fresh who responded back. But like, what would you do if you had the opportunity to throw an event at the gathering? And like, I really expected like fucking dream type shit, like, you know, outrageous shit that we couldn't do. And Jiggy was like, pitched this idea, and I was like, yo, like we could like do that. Like, I mean, you know, it's still 2 months away. We can do that shit. And Waddy just happened to be in the chat at the time, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna holler at you guys afterwards. We're gonna fucking make this shit happen. And we made it happen. Last year was really small word of mouth type shit. You know, we love word of mouth shit as Juggalos, you know. This year we are doing the promo run where we, you know, hit Don Chas last night. We're here tonight to talk about it, but we want more. We want to try more beer from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So pull the fuck up.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I like when Juggalos get it out the mud, do shit their own way. Because, like, last year it was an unofficial event. and it was so lit that Psychopathic had to acknowledge it this year, you know what I'm saying, and make it a proper. I know you guys retzed out, but still, it was good that you did because it needs to be a proper event. Because y'all wilded out last year.
Oh, it is not an official event this year.
Is it not?
It is not an official event this year.
Oh,
No,
that's
it is
fucked up.
not
It
an
should be.
official event this year.
So what happened was,
Look, because a lot of people were salty about rejection letters, but we got one too, motherfuckers.
We got one too.
our rejection letter was dope though, because we were like,
we had gotten the blessing.
we got the blessing. We sent it out due to insurance purposes with alcohol. It got declined. You know what I'm saying? But we also got the blessing. Like, yo, that's the dope idea. You guys do it yourself again. That sounds like a dope thing, but due to unfortunately, we cannot make this.
That's cool.
They couldn't put in the book. They couldn't put on the website.
They could put their stamp on it, but they were like, "Hey, that's a fresh fucking idea. Maybe we should
go ahead and make it poppin'."
And in the email, they said that they even the thing that they did with having the beer giveaways stuff that they did last year. They said they got burned on that heavy. So
really,
yeah.
I think it's dope though, because you know what, bro? There's probably some official events that won't be as lit as this unofficial event.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
this might be super lit.
I'm look, there's a lot of dope ass events this year, 100%. But I really think that just from what we saw last year, the point of this event is to meet new motherfucking jugs that you already have something in common with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So last year, when we go through our pictures and the people that we still chop it up with heavy, when we were just out at the Three-Headed Monster show, we had 3 people talk to us about the fuck, yo, last year was great. I'm bringing this year. I'm bringing this year. We saw, shout out Johnny White Sox. We saw Johnny White Sox out there. He's like, what, you guys out here looking for some new beer and shit? We're like, hey, hell yeah, man. So
hey, I hate to come. I'm about to head in, but go ahead. I'll answer one more point.
Jiggy, I was just saying one more thing, bro, and I'll make it easy. The question is, what can I expect at the craft beer event from Informed and Team MUJ?
Woo! A fucking party before the party begins.
I respect that.
A little pregame, man. It was like I said last year. It was word of mouth, and they pulled up. Jugs pulled up. I think we were talking about. I think at least 40 to 50. They just pull out. I mean, in and out too. People were in and out, so it may have been more. But at one time, I think the max amount of different states represented, different beers. We had 12 different cities, states, breweries, whatever, represented. So we're hoping this year it gets better, bigger and better. But again, I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I do have to go in. All right. Bring your fucking coolers. Don't bring cold beer because we had hella beer and everybody's like, oh, they got a cooler, but our cooler was already filled with the shit we brought. So it's just kind of swapping shit out. All right, hey, we got to try this one if you guys want to make room for that type shit. So please bring a cooler. But no, we'll have music. We'll have a little Bluetooth speaker probably going. We'll have little snacks, you know what I'm saying? Maybe pretzels, beer snacks, shit like that.
Nice.
And all the homies, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be there kicking it.
And bring Strife Siggy Wiggies.
Yeah, bring Strife Siggy Wiggies. Bring
your friends.
You
have to step 8 feet out of the circle to smoke Siggy Wiggies, but you can smoke all the blunts with Friends Murderers. You gotta step 8 feet out of the circle to smoke those Siggy Wiggies. You feel me?
But hey, big shout out to Thuggalo Show, man. I love you guys.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys in a few weeks, couple weeks.
16 days.
16 motherfucking days. We'll see y'all there, man. Much love. Thank y'all for having us on. But I gotta go.
Hey, Jiggy Fresh, one more thing,
up?
Jiggy. Would you consider yourself a Thuggalo?
Of course.
Alright.
Of course.
Real
I was
shit,
a Thuggalo before a Thuggalo was a Thuggalo. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You be safe, dog. Be safe out there.
All right,
homie.
man. Much love.
Much love. Woo,
Oh, yeah, love you, Jiggy.
That was Jiggy
That's
Fresh.
the motherfucker right there.
Maybe Jackie Fresh, potentially, possibly.
Hey, maybe one time you guys will, after the craft beer exchange, there's a chance he'll be he might not be Jackie Fresh, but his other alter ego is the Slump God. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Hey, there's a high chance you will see the Slump God after the beer exchange because last year, during the entire fucking Fat Nick set, Slump God was on the hill. He's like
Slump God on the hilltop.
It's like a out of the body experience when he's a Slump God because he knows everything that's going on, but he can't react to it. He's like his own bodyguard.
He
knows.
He just hovers around his own shit, and it's like I see everything.
Sees everything, but he's slumped out.
Drop that shit
out totally. You know what I'm saying? But if you have to ask him an important question, he'll give you the full on fucking answer.
You gotta go down the street here, and then you gotta take a left.
Hold on. hold on, and then just put his head back down. You know what I'm saying? And then that'd be it. You know what I'm saying? I had to go walk to get ice last year at the gathering, but I had to go to our car to get a case of water then first, and by then Jiggy was already slumped. But I'm talking to him like, look, dog, I'm gonna go save your life right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna walk all the way to the car. I'm gonna go get this fucking case of water, lug this bitch all the way back, and then I'm gonna go get us some ice. This motherfucker just hands me the keys and $20. I'm like, oh,
hey, can I just say how much of a bitch it is to go get ice at the gathering? Because you gotta love that bitch to wherever you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're just fucking have that shit on your shoulder. It's dripping down on you. It feels fucking good. You know what I'm saying? But it's dripping. Yeah. You lose half that 20-pound bag.
Half of it.
Shit. Luckily,
and it's $20.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Nope. We did that. I did that one time, and then the year after that, last year, I brought a fucking wagon, and we loaded that motherfucker up and drug that bitch
coming
back.
down the hill with that wagon is a motherfucker, because you gotta control it from rolling back down on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then it hits your knees. And you're like, fuck.
Oh, we got the wagon then too, and then you're weaving into people's tents and not trying to.
It doesn't help that I was riding in it either.
Yeah. That's what Jiggy's lady. She was like, "You guys should have pulled me around in the wagon." I was like, "Damn, we should have for sure." Yeah, man. I'm hyped for that beer exchange though. But, you know, like it's gonna be gas, bro. It's a fucking good ass idea. I wish it could be an official, but honestly, man, like you said, DIY shit's always more fresh. You know, then there's no rules.
Hey, the hill trash, but the craft beer exchange, fire. That's how I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I want to take a moment. We're going to play a quick commercial break right quick. Yeah. Onstead, if you could cue the commercial break, and we'll be right back after this message.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Shout out! Definitely go cop. How can people get that at the gathering, Bobby?
Like podcast event, bro. That's probably like the first spot that everyone will know that I'm gonna be at. Podcast event. I'll have them there, bro. Super limited edition, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. So then
Chopped
that fucking
and Blaze DJ
that shit
set.
pops out. Plug that shit into your fucking your computer, your laptop, your motherfucking Xbox, PlayStation, TV, car, whatever. You know what I'm saying? On this bitch, you'll get the full EP, but then you plug that into your fucking, whatever device. And then
how many do you have? Is it limited quantity? How many?
Yeah, there's 17 going into the gathering, but 10 of them come with super limited edition holographic slaps them with it.
Nice.
They'll come in a nice protective sleeve. But these are metal alloy, you know what I'm saying? You can put that bitch in your wallet, you know what I'm saying? You can fucking, be straight, like I said, then it has like a visual EP to go with it. That visual EP will only be available on that motherfucking hard drive until I feel like uploading it onto fucking YouTube one day or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But so that'll be like every track that's on there, then we'll have like a little visualizer to go with it that's like, chopped. You guys, I think I played one on one of our shows before. I might have played two or whatever.
Nice.
So it's just kind of like somewhat themed to the track, all chopped up.
Are you like chopped and blazing like old ICP tracks? Is that what you do?
Yeah, bro. So this whole shit is like a mix of Beverly Kills and Ringmaster. You know what I'm saying? The next one's a little bit more wide. But it has a theme already also. I just don't want to say what the next one is. But this one's kind of just like the introductory shit, so it's shorter. The next one's already longer than this, but I wanted to put out something fresh at the gathering and like kind of give everybody a taste of what this Chopped and Blaze shit's going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Bobby, to my knowledge, you're going to be DJing for like a multitude of events at the gathering, right? Like the Reno's Rioters Party, the Intergalactic Smoke Sesh, the Queen of Cheats. Bro, it's a lot. You're going to be a busy dude.
Hey, dog, because I know, and I was like, bro, like, I know if anyone's going to talk shit about some things that I've said, it'll be TPC, because last time we talked, we were like, we work all the time, so we go to the gathering as a vacation. But like,
I said that shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, I straight up. But like Prez said last night on Chas, when Rob Bruce sends you a fucking email and fucking asks you to fucking serve, you serve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been waiting for this call up for years now. You know what I'm saying? Like to get the official call up from fucking Psychopathic to do my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dog, I'm fucking. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy as fuck. It's gonna be a completely different gathering than ever before. I'm gonna see more events than I've had in the last fucking 10 gatherings I've been to. I'm hyped as fuck for it though, dog. Like I haven't even like said anything online anywhere at all. Like only on Chats last night was the first time I said it. Talking about it here is only like the other time I said it.
I wanted to give you your flowers, bro, because you definitely deserve the position you're in, and you're booked for a shit ton. I think you even said something like, "Yo, when I'm DJing for what event was it? Was it the Newlywed Game? You're like, y'all gotta hurry that shit up because Darby's set is like very close."
Yeah, Newlywed Game is supposed to end at 4:30. It better end at 4:30. You know what I'm saying? Because Darby plays at 5:30. I need time to put my equipment away and get back to the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be fucking wild, dog. Like it's gonna be completely new gathering. Like this will be going into my 11th gathering. So everything that I got out of me, then I got out in the 10th, then in the 10 before this. You know what I'm saying? If I get 10 more gatherings, and they're because of psychopathic having me come out and do it, then hey man, a whole new chapter. Like and I'm down for it.
It'll be a whole different view of the gathering. So that's a good different change of view.
For real, bro. It's like especially now, like I stay at a hotel and shit. I have for the last few years or whatever, and I sometimes get to the gathering late. Like last year, Friday, there was that storm, and I stayed at the hotel listening to Tailwind until Weather Channel told me it was good to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this year though, like every day I got to be there like 11:30 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I get like. I luckily only have one late night show to do or whatever, but then that late night I'm like, cool, I get to stay out late. After the Queen of Cheek shit, whoever's playing that night, I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna catch all that late night shit because I don't have to be back until Saturday. I only have one event Saturday, but that's a motherfucking Nedden game, and I feel like that's gonna be like one of the biggest events at the gathering because it's right before ICP seminar, so it's gonna be fucked up.
100%. Bobby, the other thing I wanted to ask you was there was this video, bro. It was iconic to me. And Onstead and Elitzer will know which video I'm referring to. It was a video of Violent J sitting at a dinner table on some Last Supper type beat, and you had, Rudy, his man Rudy, you had Darby, you had Ouija Mac, Kev Buck, and you had Shaggy the Airhead. And Onstead, I'm gonna ask you first. We'll get to Bobby and the press's opinion on it. But how iconic was this image? Is this like the cast of Big Money Thrusters? Like, what are we looking at? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go fucking a Psychopathics from Outer Space movie. You know what I'm saying? But point out the fact that Ouija was gnawing down on that ice. That comment killed me in that picture. That comment killed me in the picture yesterday. But yeah, that picture of seeing all of the family around them big ass lobsters. Juggalos coming up, baby.
That was beautiful. Bobby, what did you think about that, man? What do you think about that?
Hey, man, this is just showing you that new chapter, bro. Like, the wicked shit is very much alive, you know what I'm saying? The shit ain't going nowhere. You see it's in good-ass hands. Speaking on, like, Shaggy there had too, man, I got to give Shaggy the props on this because, really, I don't know if I would have got this fucking gathering spot if it wasn't for Shaggy, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Rob was looking for somebody. Shaggy recommended me, you know what I'm saying? So big love to fucking Shaggy there has on that shit, you know what I'm saying? But like seeing that now, it's like, yo, it's like it was some mafia shit, some Don shit. This is like the family's fucking alive and shit, and seeing our homies out there with it is just so fucking gas, bro.
I sent it to Onstead and Elitzer in the group chat, like, bro, like, that's Thuggalo alumni sitting at that table with Darby O'Trilly. It's like Darby's been on both of our shows, Bobby, so you understand, like, that's like. For us, like far back, we look at it as like, wow, bro, we get to be like a part of it in like our own little way. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it does feel like that, especially watching like Darby's growth then too. And I feel like what we did with like Ouija or whatever, now Ouija's out there for everybody or whatever. And now we're doing that same push with Darby, you know what I'm saying? Now Darby, we're giving the push for Darby. We did the same shit for Hex or whatever. And I feel like when Hex drops again, it'll be another push like that. But like you can see who's like really doing it and then when you watch their growth or whatever, like seeing what Darby's done. But like we talked about it last night too. I don't know, like if you guys have caught like the Three-Headed Monster tour and shit, Darby and Shaggy are like also working then too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like
like
they're out there.
Our
like,
homies Free Will. We've been down with Free Will forever. That's our boys too. Yeah.
So like it's like they're still out there fucking just like I said it on the shit last night. Some people get into the position that Darby's at and then just stop. And they're like, everything will be taken care of me from now on. But I guarantee you, when people see the fucking grind that's going to come out of this, it's going to fucking blow people's mind. Ouija wasn't dumb on what he's grabbed, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I would like to point out about that picture, too, that there was the OG creator, Isham, in that picture, and then the newest signing to the Wicked Shit, Darby, right there.
Yeah.
So it was like a full fucking circle picture. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah, and just think of all the Darby references to Eshab, and now Darby like gets to sit there. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
eat lobster with
Yeah.
And is at the table eating lobster with the fucking OG.
breaking bread with like the people who created the world that we inhabit.
I'm not even gonna flex like too much on them. Like I don't ever like to say out of pocket shit, just shit that like like people say or whatever in confidence. But I'm gonna tell you this. Darby straight big bro flexed on us at the 300 Monster tour, right? Because we got we all decided to get him a cake. It was his birthday or whatever, and we gave him this cake, and he's like, remember what he said to us before he leaves? He's like,
man,
he has the cake here. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go share this with my new best friend Joe, and it was like just walk away. They were like, that's some big brother Jug shit right there. He was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, oh, dog. And I've been laughing on that shit for 2 weeks now. Like, yo, Darby really did that shit. He was like, yo. And then you see these videos, and he's like, yo, this is so fucking cool. Like, seeing Violent J at the end of that show, like, get geeked when he yells and brings Darby O'Trill on the stage. I mean, it's just like, it's dope as fuck, you know what I'm saying? It'll win for all of us, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Bro, I hit up Darby recently. It was just like, man, I guess I gotta hit up Kev Butt to talk to you now, huh, player? And he just laughed, and I was like, man, I'm just proud of you. I can't say he knows what he's doing. I'm just gonna say I'm proud of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's beautiful, man. And like Darby O'Trill, he helped us when we started this channel. He was one of the first guests we ever had, and he's just a real one. And it's dope knowing that the people at the top are good people. You know what I mean? So, like, thankful for Darby O'Trill. I want to switch gears, though, Prez Murderous and Bobby Blaze. Well, Prez, bro, you didn't speak on what you thought of that video, bro. How'd you feel about Darby eating at the same table as Violent J?
It's just testament that the family, our culture, through generations, is forever growing.
Absolutely.
You know,
No, that's real shit. That's real shit, man. Like, seeing Darby at that table felt like I was at that table. It felt like a Litzer was sitting at that table. Like, a win for Darby is I'm taking all his wins, bro. You feel me? I feel like when he wins, I feel like I'm winning just a smidge. You feel me? I'm not going to waste no time. We always do a segment on this show called the Page of the Week. Now, I'm going to preface this shit because I kind of spoiled it, on the Team MUJ stream of who the Page of the Week might be. And I think I kind of said it in a way that kind of downplayed it. Like, the Page of the Week just for the, the random ass motherfuckers. Like the main guest. That's the steak. That's the lobster. Page of the Week is like the ice that Ouija Mag is eating at the lobster table. You know what I'm saying? and it's not true because we've had Gucci Berry, who was like an internet meme legend, was a Page of the Week. Gold and BSP on the very week that Hideous dropped. On that very weekend that Hideous dropped was Page of the Week. So it is not a slight at all to be the Page of the Week. And I encourage anyone watching, if you're interested in being your Page of the Week and want to tell your Judge story, hit us up. Like, we accept everybody. Nobody will be turned away. Onstead, who is this week's Page of the Week?
This week's Page of the Week.
I got a PBR in my hand.
Sorry, I just want to talk. I wanted to talk shit for a second. Look at this motherfucker.
Pogler is the Page of the Week. And actually, you know what? We got our boy Stoney
I'm waiting
in the back.
Wow.
Bring
Wow.
What up, Stoney Low? We're going to bring you in here too, dog, because you backstage. What up, Stoney?
Dog, I don't want to trample on anything that's going on right now or whatever. The only reason why this offends me, not because I fucking dislike Pogler or whatever, the only reason why this offends me is because it would have been cool to have Pogler on as MUJ instead of him just coming in as this solo entity right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's like replacing Jiggy Fresh, bro. He's tagging in.
I understand that. Once he gets the crop top, the handshake deal has been exchanged, and he becomes part of the Thuggalo Show or whatever. Yeah. But I just was hoping that when he would come in with us on this show, and then the change. And then maybe the heel turn or the face turn, whichever you would have called it, would have been when he shows up on the next show on your guys' panel in the Thuggalo Show crop top fucking hoodie, and then we cut him out of all of our promo and stuff. That would have been that was the kayfabe drama we were hoping we were leading up to, but you know
that Thuggalo honorary Thuggalo fucking
No
picture
offense,
that
but
got
the
made.
crop top hoodies are made for baddies. I'm not saying that you're a baddie or not.
Right now, there are some people in the chat right now who would back up that Pogler is a baddie. Though.
Me, bro.
Chat right now. Go off that Pogs is a baddie. You know what I'm saying?
Pog is a baddie.
Even though he has stapled labias on his forehead right now,
Yes.
The chat would think he's.
Yeah, I had to have surgery yesterday, so.
Oh wow, Pog is hardcore. Holy shit.
that's glue
still
right
pulled
there.
up.
That's glue that dripped down after the surgery, and it won't come off.
That may be dripping, but you got the chain, you got the icy chain.
On some real shit, we were out there stomping some ops, and somebody smacked Pogler on the head with a bottle. But Pog's the G though, and that's why That's why he
Them
rolls.
damn bottle kids got it.
I got that Larry
Bottle
Johnson
kids.
fucking jersey on. You know how I do.
Well, Pog, you're the page of the week. We always ask the page of the week. How did you become a juggalo, bro? Like, how did you get into this world that we call
Share your
family?
jug story, homie.
I was like 8 years old, and a buddy that lived down the street from me that I would skateboard and ride bikes with and stuff. His older brother had tape of Riddlebox, and he was playing it in the room one day. He's like, "This is my brother's tape. Listen to how cool this shit is," and I instantly was hooked. So his brother had all the tapes, and you know how you could like record the tapes from one deck to the other. So I bought a bunch of blank tapes and like did Riddlebox, Malenko, Ring, or actually I'm sorry, Malenko wasn't out yet. Riddlebox, Ringmaster, and Carnival Carnage. And I started playing that shit at home, dude, and I was hooked after that. Then everything just progressed, dude. You know what I mean? Fucking Malenko came out, obsessed. Fucking Jekyll Brothers, obsessed, dude. Just sitting in my room, fucking drawing pictures. You know what I mean? Like, of me, like, chilling as just a straight up painted up Pog and shit, dude. Like, I still have all these drawings in a big ass folder and then it got to the point when like Shangri-La came out. I was drawing pictures of me sitting on a big ass throne in the sky and shit, like with my own Juggalo name, and it wasn't even Pogler yet. I can't even remember what the name was, but like, dude, I was instantly hooked. Like, I could even tell you this: I got grounded from fucking ICP, dude.
Grounded?
Dead ass.
Happened?
Well, hey, because look, he didn't want to tell you his AOL handle at the time was Christian Juggalo.
No, it was
Christian
not.
Juggalo.
It was not.
It was Christian Juggalo.
It was Wicked the Clown. Everybody
he was Juggalos for Jesus before Juggalos for Jesus being a thing.
OG Juggalos for Jesus.
My dad was like a big ass Christian, so like all like in ICP was like the devil. You know what I mean? So like when I got grounded, bro, all my ICP shit went in this motherfucker's closet.
Oh,
all my CDs, all my T-shirts, everything, dude. I mean,
you got it back.
Yeah, I did, dude, and I still got all that shit. All my original shit I still have to this day. I'm 36 years old.
Nice.
So all my original, then I didn't say this either, all my original tapes, I still have those. All my original CDs, everything, T-shirts. I never got rid of any of it.
Well, Pog, let me ask you this. Like, that's a common story, believe it or not, in the community. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
What was the thing when they found out about, that last track on the Wraith of Shangri-La? It had to be a reckoning, you know what I'm saying?
It was. Because I was like, hey, Dad, you want to hear something fucking cool? And he's like, what? I was like, ICP's Christians. Boom! And he's like, what the... Oh, this is awesome, and like totally changed this tune.
So, well, I'm sorry about
until Hell's Pit came out. Until Hell's Pit came out.
Then Hell's Pit came out, and he's like, "Yeah, give him back."
But I literally had the same situation, but it was my dad. Like, I knew when I fucked up because my dad wouldn't be subtle about it. Yeah. I got off the school bus one day, and my dad's out there bumping this shit at his shop, and he's working on dirt bikes and stuff like we're getting ready for race weekend. And I knew that I'm fucked because my dad's out there listening to ICP like they found my shit again. And he's like, I want to show you something. And then he pulls that track out, and he's like, me and your mom's never going to give you shit again. And I was like, oh, well, that's fucking nice. I wish y'all wouldn't have thrown all my shit away every time.
For real, dude. And that was always so awkward for me, like even bringing it up now, thinking back to then. Because you know what? I'm fucking 13 years old, getting all my shit taken away from me and put in a closet. I'm not allowed to touch it until I'm unfucking grounded. Like that's fucked up. And it's not fucking stained, not corn, not biscuit, none of that shit. It's just ICP.
Hell yeah, the trailer pod Cinderella on the Thuggalo Show. This is legendary, bro.
Dude,
you have a PBR by chance, bro?
I do, but I will not be chugging.
No.
Dang, that's fucked
No,
up.
it does suck, but it's because I still.
Hey, you can tell we didn't ask about a shotgun.
No, absolutely not.
I have the PBR right here. It's going down kind of slow today because I'm still feeling the effects from the surgery yesterday.
Can we cheers? I got a Dello. Can we cheers?
Hell yeah, let's cheers.
All right, dog. Respect from the Thuggalo Show to the Midwest United Juggalos. A cheers and a sip.
Cheers. Hell yeah.
Bobby Blaze, I want to ask you, we got Pod here as the page of the week. How did Pod become like the unofficial, I don't know, because I didn't know for sure if he was in the crew, you know what I'm saying? I knew he was around. I just didn't know what the temperature was.
You know why you don't know that Pag's in the crew? And I'll tell you the whole origin story of Pag. Do you know why you don't know Pags isn't in the crew? Because he never fucking pulls up, bro. Even when it's at convenience like this, he never pulls up or whatever. He's got a very, very busy life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the hit '90s show Martin.
Oh, I love Martin, bro. Martin and Gina, run it up. They some things.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well,
here we go.
I won't go into too much detail about it, but Pax is our Tommy. He's always busy. He's always somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We never know where, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know.
He playing for the Hornets tonight. Look at him.
Yeah. Hey, he looks like he looks like Ariel Hawani right now. I don't know if you guys know Ariel Hawani.
Yo, Ariel Hawani, MMA journalist.
Journalist or whatever. Yeah, he looks like Ariel Pagwani right now. Straight up.
It hurts to laugh. Sorry.
But my dude Pagler, it's actually a really fucking cool story, man. Like that's like one of the I don't know, man. Like there's a lot of weird synchronicity that happens with Team MUJ. You know what I'm saying? Like even being fucking on the 219th episode of Don Choss last night. You know that shit wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's weird. That's a little too fucking. What do you call that?
That's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but it's our area code.
Back at them, like, you know, Jiggy would be like super active on the IG or whatever, going live and shit, and Pogs would always be in the rooms or whatever in the chat, like just chopping it up or whatever. And once he found out that we were from the area, there was a tour coming up. It was like Slam Fest or something. Fury Fest, ICP, Ouija and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he hit up Jiggy and was like, or hit up our Instagram, was like, yo, like, is there any way you guys could like pick me up on the ride or whatever? And like we're like, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we can meet some fucking we can meet this Jug, you know, he's been like fucking he's been super cool or whatever, we're gonna take this risk or whatever, but at the same time he's taking a risk coming with us, you know. Like, I remember him being like timid. I was like, I like picked up some of the best bud and I didn't want to drink it all because I was like, hey, this guy's trusting me with his life, so I'm gonna be on my extra fucking tightness, you know what I'm saying? And then I found out he don't even smoke weed, and he's got road sodas, and he was like nervous to open them in the car because he thought the same thing or whatever. So like, hey, cool,
like,
you know.
He's like, you guys mind if I open this back here?
And I was like, thank God, because I've been waiting to open mine. You know, start drinking at this bitch or whatever.
That was
good, bro.
That was the instant connection right there.
Yeah, right.
I'm mad.
So this is like right before the gathering, the Super Gathering.
Super Gathering,
right?
yeah.
2019.
Right before Super Gathering, and so we're on the way and we're talking, and he's like, yeah, you know, I'm only gonna be able to go to the gathering for a couple of days. His brother was getting married or whatever, you know, right, Bogs? It was, his brother was getting married during the weekend of the gathering. And I was like, oh, man, that's wild.
I was the best man. I couldn't, like, just be like, hey, dude, sorry, can't come.
Had to be there.
I'm at the gathering. So I went to the first the parking lot party in the first 2 days.
Was that your first gathering, Paul?
No.
Okay, all right.
My first gathering was, and let me just say this before we continue the story. Okay. I was in metal bands for 15 years, so I didn't have time to go to the gatherings because I was doing shows on the road. And obviously, I always stayed up with everything that was going on in the Juggalo world, no matter what. But I didn't have time. So I believe my first gathering was the year before that, when Yellow Wolf, DJ Paul played. That's the year Yellow Wolf got the rocket
2018.
Yeah,
They
2018.
fucked this shit up.
2018.
Yeah.
I think Will Gates gonna try to reenact that this year. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But yeah, that year was my first gathering. So
hey, Will Gates is gonna be getting that fucking Yellow Wolf feature before the gathering's over. He's buying the Digipack, the fucking Yellow Wolf Digipack. I love Willie shit out there.
Real shit though.
That year my brother was getting married, the year of the Supa. And,
so we're on the ride out there, and he's like, yeah, I mean, my brother's getting married, and I was like, yeah, dog, like, my family are all going to a wedding, but it's like my second cousin, so the Jugs are more family than really like my second cousin at that point, you know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm gonna go to the Supa or whatever, and he's like, yeah, man, that's wild, blah blah, you know, like, and I'm gonna like, I could do this long story, I'm gonna do this long story short, but we had a really good night, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dope ass show. Fucking like that was like in the beginning of this relationship, I guess you'd say, that we were building with Ouija at the same time. Then too, so, like, and some like dope shit happened that night with me, Pogs, and Ouija. That like, hey, to me it was like a legendary moment. It was just, even in my jug life, it was like a legendary moment that goes on like forever, because then Ouija ended up telling the story at the gathering to like a bunch of people who were like getting like pictures and autographs outside of this tent one night, and it was just weird as fuck or whatever. But anyway, I'm not even going to go into full on detail of that. We had a good ass fucking night. Almost fought security or whatever, so we're like, definitely we scared this fucking Pogler guy away. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like for real almost fought an entire security team leaving this shit because they were like super rude to Jiggy for no fucking reason or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
we were a little sauced, but we weren't being disrespectful. You know,
I was on stage with ICPs for the Fago Armageddon that night. What's something? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was on stage with ICP for like the Fago Armageddon or whatever that night, and then you know we almost fight security as we leave, and then we get back to the car, and I'm like, fuck, like, yo, I dropped my keys on stage or some shit, dog. Like, I don't got my keys, shit, you know. So Pogs was on the phone, like, talking to his girlfriend, like, no, like, we don't know his girlfriend really at this time. So I'm like, you know, he's like, babe, these guys are fucked up. They lost their shit. They're fighting security. That's just what we assumed we saying to her on the phone or whatever. So Matt, Prez Murders, wasn't near the situation when we fight security. So I send him back with the promoter that I know. They're like, yeah, we'll get your keys or whatever. Long story there, but still, Matt ends up getting the keys. Pogs falls asleep, drunk off his PBRs in the back seat, has us driving around through Gary, and there's like certain parts of Gary that were like, okay, we can drive around, and then there's certain parts at the time we're like, no, hey, like, you got to tell us where we're supposed to be at. I'm not gonna be just driving blocks in this area or whatever, you know.
And I finally came to.
Yeah. We get him to wake up, you know. He gets out, it's cool or whatever. But the next day, like, we
had all took a picture with Ouija, us four, me, Prez, Jiggy, and Bobby took a picture with Ouija, and my brother calls me, and he's like, hey, he's like, that picture you posted, who's the guy down there at the bottom corner? And I was like, oh, that's my friend Bobby, you know. And he's like, yeah, that's Kat, my soon-to-be wife's cousin.
Small ass world.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
So now me and Bobby are
fam, bro. We're fam. So
family now.
Yeah, like it came like they came that link on that, and then the world even got smaller. Is that his lady and shit? Like, her brother lives like behind my parents, so like occasionally, like when I'm over there visiting my parents, he's also over there visiting his lady's brother, and they're like chilling over there, and like we'll meet over the fence and like on some fucking neighbor shit, cheer some beers over the fence and chop it up, you know what I'm saying?
Home improvement.
Some fucking Wilson shit from home improvement.
Just
and we're like, fuck it, let's kick it with Pogs more, and we did. We kick it with Pogs more, and Pogs has like the open door. Like, Pogs knows he has an open door at any of the cribs, Jiggy's here, you know what I'm saying, even Saw's house or whatever, you know. But he chooses not to most of the time, so that's why you guys get the impression. But I put Pogler in every flyer we make. He's just not on the three-headed monster, because that was done before. Like, We really had solidified that shit.
See, that's another thing. Like a lot of the Team MUJ branding is the Prez, Bobby Blaze, and Jiggy Fresh, and I see some things that Pod's in, not everything.
Pog's got his own homie. Like, I mean, that's some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pog's got his own homie character.
And there's the homie characters at Team MUJ.
Pog's is in like in one of these other stickers then too. The one that Salamander did for us. Pog's is in that one too, and we put him in like every flyer that we did for the show. We put him in that.
This one too.
Yeah, he's in the Gathering of Dreams shit we did, you know. He's in that motherfucker, you know.
Jigsaw as well.
For everyone watching at the Craft Beer Exchange, Team MUJ has like stickers, right? It's got
we got for the
bad slaps, yo.
The koozies for the Craft Beer Exchange. G's got all the slaps and stuff. At the Craft Beer Exchange, though, we got koozies that are going to be filled with 2 different slaps inside that shit. One will be our exclusive Gathering the Juggalo or Greetings from the Gathering design, and the other will be the Intergalactic Beer Exchange. I do have those stickers, but they're somewhere else right now. But the Intergalactic
koozies that y'all got.
I'm glad someone's making those.
A pink, a lime green, a blue, and a yellow.
Yeah,
and
some
orange.
some straight poppin' colors.
We have an orange too, don't we?
Yeah, I think there's an orange also. Yeah, there is. There's an orange also.
And
It looks like gray and blue to me.
Yeah, the sticker is an alien with the carousel. That shit's hard too.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. So we had that design custom made for the Gathering. It's like based off a picture that I took with the fucking Ferris wheel and the dinosaur in the background. And then there's only 3 aliens represented on that, but that's not necessarily to represent, the 3, MUJ guys. But
that sticker is so fresh.
Just aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. It's just a couple of aliens visiting the Gathering or whatever. But yeah, there's 200 of those stickers in that glitter design, and there's exclusive pins. Those will be available at the podcast event. So at the podcast event, after we complete our investigation, you'll be able to pick up Alien Investigation Pack at the.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there's some fresh shit that will be in that pack. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting that Podler is like kind of the Stony for Team MUJ. It's almost like if there was a force to emerge, perhaps, allegedly, maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying. Stony is here on the Thuggalo Show. Stony, what's up, dog? How's your night doing? Thanks for joining us with Team MUJ tonight.
Just chilling. I'm kind of doing like what Podler's doing, just fucking existing, man. I'm just chilling.
Hey, dude, I'm breathing this all in, bro. It's so cool because, Trailer Park, you were with us on the last show, and we were just kicking, and you were doing the same thing I'm doing, just fucking taking it in, man. You're like, I'm enjoying this shit, and that's how I feel right now. Like, we're all vibing, dude, and whatever subject we get on, we all fucking have shit to say. That's the best part about doing this shit is, like, kicking it with the homies, man.
I want to transition to this. I wish Jiggy Fresh was on the panel right now to talk about this, but Bobby definitely knows about this. In August, it's been announced, the Thuggalo Show and Team MUJ, the collab, Gary Way / Thuggalo belly shirt / Big Ultra collab.
That's when I get my belly shirt, dude.
Bro, hey, that's when y'all taking Pogs home with you?
Yeah, we're going to give y'all Stony.
Hey, we'll make the trade 100%. If the trade is Pogs for Stony, I'll make the trade right now. Get the pen and paper out. Let's shake hands and drink mango. You know what I'm saying? On that bitch 100%. I love you, Pogler. Fam to life, for life. Yep. But hey, Stoney's a more valuable player in this situation right now.
Oh no!
Well, if he's the more valuable player, you gotta throw something into the trade.
That's fucked up.
I said the quiet part out loud.
Here's the deal. Yep. The 665 debt and Stony.
Oh, there you go. Clear the day.
There you go.
Yo,
welcome to the draft.
Come on, Paul. Bring it on, dog. We need a center, bro.
This shit's really easy, man. All you do is get fucked up, and then whenever they ask you a question, you'd be like, yeah.
I do agree.
Hell yeah. So, if Stony is like our Podler is like y'all Stony, maybe there might be a trade acquisition come on. The trade deadline be coming up.
We'll have those. Just for you guys to mull over, when you guys come out here, we'll have some contracts written up, you know what I'm saying? You have to sign no pressure or anything, guys. You just
fucking contract.
Contracts is touchy. For
I can tell you, Stony likes to work for mushrooms and t-shirts.
Yeah,
this is true.
Jesus. Mushroom chocolates.
We don't talk about that no more, though. That's all.
Let's change gears, Bobby
Lord,
Blaze. I
Lord.
want to ask you this. In January of this year, there was the iconic first annual Juggalo Ohio. Everyone on the panel was in there. I met Pod, talked to him, chopped it up. I chopped it up. I don't think I saw the Prez there. He may have been there.
He was hiding behind security.
Okay,
He had a security detail with him. That's probably why.
Yeah,
Stoney was there getting lit the clockwork. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was an amazing event. Onstead and Elitzer were holding it down, bro. I want to ask you guys, like, the gathering what is this year's gathering? Is it the 23rd annual? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you guys think, like, we're going to be talking about the first Juggalo Ohio in 9 years when the 10th anniversary hits and the 15 and the 17? Like, I think Juggalo Ohio was, and I'm going to ask Bobby this first. Do you think Juggalo Ohio was, like, the next Jug tradition that will stand the test of time?
I hope it's the next Jug tradition because I need a redo. I'll always remember Juggalo Ohio 1. So when there's 10, I'll always talk about what happened on the first one. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens in the next one will most likely be better because it's really only up from there for me, at least, for Juggalo Ohio. But I would say that, yes, it needs to be a tradition, bigger venue, maybe not in that part of Ohio, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm totally with it. The story has been told multiple times. I know it sounds fucked up, but at the root of the story, I left with PTSD because I lost my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard about that.
What's up with you and phones, man?
Look, this is one time, dog. 100% one time.
Don't jinx him, Stoney.
Since I became a responsible adult, this is a long time. Now, I haven't lost a phone, bro. Like, my phone is, like, attached to me or whatever. I just so happen to be letting somebody know that I needed a little bit more space and happened to have lost my phone at the time. Those people ended up, you know, probably leaving with my phone or whatever and destroying it or whatnot or whatever. But hey, like, I may or may not have deserved that. I keep telling myself that I probably did then. That's why it happened. But it sucked because then I couldn't enjoy the rest of the show. Yeah. I know that Prez Murderous also has some negative about it. He at least got to enjoy the show, see the show for what it was, and like be happy during the show. But it was immediately after that he left that his night got basically like fucked up and derailed for the next fucking 36 hours or whatever. But I was still like this whole phone fiasco. I had still been then paying for a replacement phone for whatever reason for the last 4 months off this. So like my paying dealing with that whole phone situation literally just ended this month because all my shit was set up through Sprint. So then Sprint made this huge change to T-Mobile. And so for the last 4 months I was also I got my phone replaced or whatever, and then I was getting charged for another replacement phone for the last 4 months onto that. So it's been a constant reminder of the bone that was Juggalo Ohio. Great show. Heard everyone had a good time. Love seeing everybody, you know what I'm saying? Hope the next one's better, but yes, I do think it can happen again. Yes, I'll be there again. And like I said, it can only go up from there.
I remember being at the first Juggalo Ohio. I ran into Pog, and I was like, man, how hot is Cali West, huh, dog?
Oh, come on. You're going to go. The hottest of the hot.
Dog, and then we pull up on her on the airport, and Pogs fumbles the play. I'm like, get out of the car! Get out of this broken windowed car right now and go holler at Cali West. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You already got the opening because you're dropping off Darby, and you can be like, oh, I'm just dropping off my boy Darby O'Trill. He's gonna get signed to Chapter 17 next. You know what I'm saying?
That was kind of G shit thinking back though. I try to be optimistic.
Because we did. We had a broken window. We didn't tell that part of the story then.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Right? Yeah, we go back out to the car.
Broken into.
Yo, is this the shit that happens out y'all's way? Because we got Litzer driving the whip. I mean, is his shit
this is the Juggalo Ohio shit.
Damn. He lived there, so he all right.
I mean, shit,
I got 100 plates. I'm good.
In Chicago, and it didn't happen. Where you parked at Jiggy's house, you guys will be taken care of. Nice cul-de-sac, nice, beautiful neighborhood.
Well, Jigsaw be taking pictures of the Thuggalo Show spaceship touching down from afar.
Knowing Jigsaw, you don't see him here tonight. You see him on all the stickers and stuff. Somebody needs to give him shit as to why he's not on any of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's on less shit than I am.
Jigsaw's over there on Wolf Lake, fucking rapping about killing people and shit.
Jigsaw's
Hey,
still
shout out
at the lake.
Jigsaw, man. He be on his TMZ shit, but shout out Jay.
Yeah.
Dog, those pictures, bro. Those pictures could fucking, those will like incriminate me in the future. When I go to like, when shit's like going super hard or whatever, they're like, no, don't let it distract you from the fact that this is bust down Babiana. You know what I'm saying?
Bust down Babiana.
Don't let it distract you from that shit.
Real.
Yeah, real shit. It's so dope having Team MUJ on the Thuggalo Show tonight. I just want to stop and take a moment and say thank you to Jiggy Fresh. He was not here to answer, but thank you, dog. Hopefully you watch this back. Thank you so much. Bobby Blaze, Prez Murders, Potter. I just want to thank you all again. Like, thanks for pulling up because, no problem, we just do this shit grassroots movement. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We hit up people we like. We say, do you want to talk for an hour and some change? And, like, I'm just glad y'all pulled up, man, because y'all represent the culture as much as we do, if not more, because y'all been doing it longer. You know what I'm saying? So, big props.
I don't
we
know.
love y'all, man.
There's no there's no measurement on who's doing it more. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys having on here. Like you told Jiggy before, man. The inbox is always open. If you guys ever fucking want to come through, you guys ever want us to come through, man, that's always open. Like
that's why I told Honestly straight up, I was like, bro, these MUJ guys, you know what we should do? They're doing the same type of content we're doing. Maybe the shows are different. Obviously, the formats are set up differently, but all the shows in our scene are. Like you said on Don Chaos's shit, you was like, yo, Thuggalo Show does it their own way. Humble Mun does it his own way. Stoney, Gather.network, he do it his own way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hodgepodge of content to be made. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that Jiggy, Bobby, the Prez, Pods, you open your home, you know what I'm saying, to be like, yo, like, let's make this super show happen, like Godzilla versus King Kong type shit. And we thank you for that.
That's
bro, hey, man, I'm telling you, that night, like, I don't know how much time y'all have or whatever, but that shit's gonna be fun as fuck, bro. Like, pull up, let's fucking, let's have a good time. Let's do the show or whatever. Have a good time afterwards, like, it'll be dope. Hey, but honestly, like, that show's gonna run for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? So even after we chop it up,
we have to get ready for the fucking
marathon. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be lit because it'll be a different energy. Me on stage, literally, we've never the Gathering is the first time that all three of us will really pod at the same time.
Together.
We did the Juggalo Ohio one. We did the Juggalo Ohio one.
That is true. That is true. But that was like everyone was kind of coming down off whatever substances we may or may not have been on. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I can imagine that one was like to get together after some shit like that, especially since the way you guys do it. I'm sure that was like super fun for you guys to be able to like, now we're here all together. Let's do this.
I wish I remembered the shit, Bobby Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I'm gonna chop it up with you in the DMs about some shit for the podcast event or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be fun for you guys then too. Like, cause last year us doing it, like, bro, I don't know, we just like it, dog. Like on some Juggalo shit, we just felt like mad cool going in there, like together. Like, we're gonna go do this podcast that we do, like in the fucking living room. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby Blaze. Absolutely, I agree with everything you said. You're here and you can attest to this. Do you remember when we got hit up by Mankini and there was the original 4 podcasts?
4 days, right?
It was 4 days. MUJ Thuggalo Show. We was in that elite class. How did y'all feel when they switched up on us and said, "Nah, it's 1 day now"?
So I hit the group up and like, so let's start working these days. But so then it was gonna be like,
Either way, we were going to be for it.
Because there was an opportunity,
Right.
But anyway, we went right in the chat room and started planning out ideas. We were like, all right, so like the first day will be like the intro shit. We'll do the whole craft beer exchange as a live event then too. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll do the fucking recap and then we'll do the closeout. So it was gonna be just like we had it like ready or whatever. And then it was like it was way easier for our guests to come in because then it was like, oh, I could come in any of these days, so then I could easily just pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like. Schedules are a motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying?
At the Gathering, absolutely.
Yeah. And we talked about it when we had you on the web show 2 weeks ago or whatever, and it was like fucked up because then like immediately after that, like by Tuesday, I had this schedule then, like an official like you got to be here on this shit, and I was like, damn, like because schedules are a motherfucker. Like
be here this many.
This amount of time prior to the event.
So like I gotta be most places like an hour, half hour, prior.
And especially at the Gathering, nobody wants to do that. Well, they do. I mean, we do. But
look, here's the thing: is like I've there's times where I'm like, I could have totally done that. Like, like I don't know if you guys fuck with Terry Diaz or whatever, right? But like
Terry D.
Terry D.
That's Terry D. That's a boy.
So like before he did the clown dripping stage like 2 years ago or whatever, he was on That Shit's Trash, That Shit's Fire. We had Shaggy Leatherhead come on and like he helped us decide the winner or whatever, and it ended up being Terry Diaz. Like shortly after that, like we just used as like just like strong coincidence that he ended up doing clown dripping stage after that. So did Dirty Shirt or whatever. So we've been like tight with Terry Diaz, but like me and him chopped it up heavy, and he's like, "Yo, like you definitely got to come out to my motherfucking gathering set," and like we didn't, dog. Like we just didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the gathering. You know what I'm saying? Right, Terry D understood or whatever, but that's the motherfucking gathering. Like holy shit, it's 5:30 now. I just got back to this side of the fucking gathering.
No, I feel it.
You know, like it's like I've missed several people. The fourth page of chapter 17. You guys, I shouldn't talk about it.
What? Is it gonna be acetone?
Oh wait, yeah, I think we already know.
Well, we missed them. It was Wicked Wood. I'm sorry. Well, we missed them.
Onstead, it's Wicked Wood.
Yeah, that's what I
we were supposed to see them. And we were supposed to ride up on their set at the one. They're the homies or whatever. Like, it was Wicked Wood. We were supposed to roll up on them.
The third one murdered the W, bro. I thought it was obvious, you know.
Well, it's gonna be the fourth now. That's what the W is actually. We thought it was the 3, but anyway, I gave that away. I fucked up. We gotta stop talking about that until
Bobby Blaze. You know too much, bro.
We have a similar story. We have a similar story with Zetro and the fact that we couldn't pull up on the cipher. Because the gathering.
That's the gathering, man.
Like by the time we got up got up that hill, it was over.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes, bro. Like here, like where we've been chilling at is like on the hill, like close to main stage. Like there's like stairs that go up like almost to the end of all through the hill shit area. Right. We would basically be set up there. So to go from there anywhere is a fucking distance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So like if you even go to the merch row, you come back and then you'd be like, oh well, it's this time. Oh well, fuck, bro. Hold on, let me roll this blunt and grab a couple of beers, and then by the time that happens, it's like, oh well, hey man, it's not even fucking worth it going over there anymore. Shit's over. Right. So there's people like some of my like I don't like. Obviously, I'm gonna do my hardest to see Darby O'Trill, but like. Being on a schedule type shit is weird as fuck, and now to have like an official schedule is weird as fuck.
Well, it shows confidence that Jump felt like Bobby Blaze. I can count on this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it is a wild feeling, bro. I kept because I've already mentioned I watched fucking John Wick 4 several times now, and the whole John Wick series just a bunch this week. But I keep saying I have served, I will serve. Yo, that's how I feel to Jump and the whole psychopath. I've been a loyal psychopathic soldier for fucking years, and now they're like, yo, finally, like this is like the actual opportunity where like I can fumble this play or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like in the contract shit that they sent me, it said like potentials for like next year, just like whatever the potential for next year. And I'm like, yo, if that's an opportunity, then yes, I will fucking be there. I'm like last year for the podcast, we were there. Like I could. It's not like I can't fucking be there. It's not like I'm also not like I'm a drug addict. As soon as I get to the gathering, I'm gonna fucking not be able to fucking make it to the places I gotta go or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Sure.
Fish out on some tanks.
But like what we're saying about
I would, but hey, I have an off time, and then I can fish out on tanks after those off times. There's no time that I'm supposed to be working during main stage or after. You know what I'm saying? Except for one night. So.
Like we were saying about like the gathering, it's so hard to plan shit. Like when we initially was told Thuggalo Show has 4 blocks of time, and MUJ is gonna have their shit, and these other people are gonna have their shit.
There's your whole gathering.
Well, I was I was thinking, okay, we gotta work every day. You know what I'm saying?
From working 1 to 4.
Right.
Because it was 3 hours every day or something like that.
Yeah,
too,
right? Bro, they was putting us on the damn Team MUJ 5-hour stream schedule. I was like, damn, straight up.
Like we ain't trained for this yet.
No, we ain't trained for this shit. And I was thinking, okay, I was in group chat with Onstead and Litch, like, okay, MUJ gonna have Darby. We can't have Darby. We gotta do something else. Nah, they gonna have. I was sitting there thinking like, no, we can't do what they gonna do probably. And then I almost was like about to message y'all like, what y'all doing so we can at least like make sure we ain't trying to do the same
I think one of our ideas was like, oh well, then one of the days got to just be like a collab show, so we just got to get like everybody onto this shit. So we were already thinking too, like we got to reach out to all other people, but even to align guests for this shit is hard as fuck though, because like
we would do that, bro. Because I know Replicon was in that 4 list, and we like I think pretty much won their award this year, and they stopped giving the awards away all of a sudden.
Allegedly.
So that might have been a little awkward for the Thuggalo Show Replicon collab. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing about our gathering this year, with the podcast event being in one tent with the free tacos allegedly, and the what's that other thing? The flea market, right?
The flea market,
yeah.
The thing that we're like is we're just tight to chest with the information that we got. That we're kind of just planning a shitload of stuff, knowing a lot of shit ain't gonna happen. Yeah. So, because it's the gathering, because people forget and time's up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, last year we announced no guests. This year we're announcing no guests because whoever the fuck
don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Throw a bunch of shit at the wall and hope that something sticks.
It's the gathering.
So the way that it happened last year, they really didn't prepare us for where we were going to be at last year. And then all of a sudden there's fucking... they're doing sound
checks going on.
That ended up like that benefited us for a little while though too, because then like Darby was able to be right there, Strife was able to be right there because for that the LSB sound check or whatever. Right. So that
me and Jigsaw took one of the cameras and we ran up to the stage and let people watch from one of the 2 cameras the sound check and shit. Which was
when they were originally saying like the merch row thing, I thought that was really fresh though, because then we would have been like it would have been like the old psychopathic radio days where they had the whole fucking tent set up. Yeah, and it would have been we would have been right on that shit. Everyone would have been walking by for 3 hours a day. You would have had time to fucking do all your shit out there in front of those people or whatever.
And how fresh is that? Like if you like MUJ or Thuggalo Show or Replicon or whatever, and you're like, yo, I watched them motherfuckers on YouTube, that's them. They next to the Ouija booth and the Lazy and Crazy booth and the Blunt Man booth. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a dope environment. I was looking forward to it. Yes. But then I told Onstead and Elitzer like, hey, they made it one day, but like low key, like that's like kind of.
And then they added 12 other people.
Yeah, straight up. And then just added anybody who does anything.
I was about to make a fake podcast and email it in with like 2 followers and be like, "Can I be on?" So they'd be like, "Yeah, you're a part of it too."
We ran out of internet last year too. The internet went out when we were all like linked up.
Internet and power at that one point.
Yeah, power and internet.
We ran off Jiggy's phone. I think like at least like for a hotspot. The rest of
the internet was failing. The ice was melting. The fucking bro, like it was a fucking nutso show. But last year's gathering, bro, was one of my favorite gatherings. I loved last year's gathering.
Yes.
But Bobby Blaze, Prez Murderers Pod, you can join as well. We always do a segment. We're getting ready to wind down here tonight on the Thuggalo Show. I want to thank y'all again for pulling up. It is time for the word association. Do y'all want to play?
Yeah, let's fucking run.
Let's go. Oh, no. First on the word association, let me pull up my list. We talked about them a lot tonight. The third to emerge. The first name on tonight's list, Darby O'Trill. Can you describe Darby O'Trill in one word, if you can, Bobby Blaze? In one word, trillionaire Darby O'Trill.
Jesus Christ.
I've been calling him Darby. Just because it sounds like that's what fucking Shaggy the Airhead calls him at the end of Street Trash, or in that part of Street Trash, the bridge of Street Trash. Man, Darby, you dropped the squares. So I just been calling my guy Darby, you know what I'm saying? Like, word association right now with Darby, man. Hey, man, I don't know. I'm fucking... I don't know, dog. Hey, cop one of those fucking trucker hats off C17.
Right? When they drop, we always like, Stoney, that's your shit, dog. That's your bag.
Hey, get in the fucking rig and bump that fucking creek. You know what I'm saying? With those Darby O'Trill tracks, I love fucking that word association creek, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Prez, you can join in, bro.
Shout out Darby.
Yeah, absolutely.
One word association. You got one word to describe Darby O'Trill, Prez? He's speechless at the thought, bro. Prez, if you don't want to answer,
it made me laugh when I started thinking about it though too. I was like, yo, There's so many things. I wanted to call him King Cobra. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many things that come to my fucking head when I think of Darby.
Crocs.
Hell yeah.
The next name on the list, I have Mikey Sears of the Speaking Cloud podcast.
Oh, hey, can I call? I got one for Darby though.
Oh, go ahead, dog. Of course.
It's boss, dude. That's my boss, bro. That's my fucking boss.
Yo, you were running his merch booth at Juggalo Ohio, bro.
And I ran it at Three-Headed Monster too. Him and Shaggy the Airheads.
I went up to the booth that you was running, and you looked at me. You was like, "Buy or buy," and I was like, "Bro, what?"
My boss said, "You can't talk to me."
Yeah, Pog looked at me. He took a smoke break right after, and I was like, "Bro, like, what do you? Do you run your booth, bro?" And
No,
he left his post. It was an ordeal.
That was the only time I left the post too. One time that whole show, but to watch him for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I ran back up. But I just at the Three-Headed Monster, I ran Darby and Shaggy the Airheads merch for them.
Did a pretty good job.
Thank you.
He did come out with us in twists.
Yo, Onstead Elixir, bro. Bobby be calling Pod's ass out if he don't work the booth good. He's like, bro, he took too many smoke breaks. He wasn't around. Bro, they be calling his ass out over there on the MUJ
bro,
show.
because we want him to be the fucking top notch, you know, we want him to be that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Strife. You gotta get Strife level out here.
Hey, when we did the trade, Stoney comes
look,
over.
dog.
You know,
and if you guys have bought merch from Stripe, though, you know that it takes way longer than, like, I'll at least look at Pogler. Pogler, it's in and out. Pogler, in and out. Hey, you get your merch, you go, bro. No deals over there. Stripe is over there, and he's like, yeah, blah, blah. Oh, what'd you say about your feet looking real nice? Yeah, hold on. Like, yo. What'd you say that you got some Siggy Wiggies and some fucking chicken wings? You know what I'm saying?
You got a burger by chance, bro?
Yeah. There's a whole.
Yo, when we was in Chapel Hill, all three of us on Stand Elixir, we was standing right next to each other like the fucking three Thuggalo Musketeers. You know what I'm saying? And bro, Strife looked at us up and down, was like, "Look at these scumbags, bro." I was like, "Holy shit, it's lit." Shout out Dot Strife. What's one word on Dot Strife? One word to describe him.
Ketchup.
Okay.
That's a joke between us, though. They know why. They know why.
One word to describe Mikey Sears. I didn't want to skip Mikey.
Oh, that's the homie, bro. Just homie. That's my friend.
Brother,
that's my
that's
dude.
the brother
Yeah,
right there, 100%.
homie.
I want to jump in on this one too. I got one.
Hey, shout out Frankie Goldie
for Mike Sears.
Shout
Hey,
out Frankie. Shout out
Mike Sears for president.
Mike Sears for Prez, dog.
I'll co-sign that, but the Prez Murders has to like finish his tenure, you know, his term, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, low key, Prez is getting ready to do a presidential run coming up real soon. You guys will see it real soon, all right? He's gonna be fighting. He's gonna be fighting to retain the honor of Prez. He'll always be Prez Murderous, but he's retaining. He's fighting for the rights to president real soon. You guys are gonna see it real soon. I guarantee you, man. Don't sleep on it. But I would go ahead for Mikey Sears for GOAT. You know, like so. There's like questions that I have. You know what I'm saying? That I want to like message Mikey Sears sometimes because I know he'll know the answer.
Oh, he's a dictionary of knowledge, bro. He just knows what he talks about. You know.
I always say that like my brain's like a music encyclopedia, but Mikey's is like the fucking like the whole set.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the whole set.
But even you, Trailer Park Dog, like there's some wrestling shit. Like I've grown up on wrestling. I've watched it forever. I'll watch it on Burner. You know what I'm saying? And just like. But I don't remember shit. You motherfuckers will be like, no, it was fucking, this episode. It was an hour into.
It was in Chicago.
It was in Chicago. It was so and so's first time being back in Chicago since this happened, and you're like, yo, how the fuck do you remember any of this shit?
Do you remember that time the time in 1993 when Tatanka won the WWF Championship at the house show?
That sounds like me talking to Onstage.
That's
like
me.
4 a.m. at the gathering. He's like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's how I am too, bro.
That's some fucking Mikey Sears fucking Trailer Park shit. Then Mikey Sears will be like, yeah, and that reminds me because that same day, you know what I'm saying, this hip hop record dropped at and sold this many copies, you know what I'm saying? It came out in this cassette or whatever. There was this dope video that dropped or whatever. Bars were off on the rest of it though. And I'm like,
and in the linear notes, there's a couple misspellings, but they fixed it in the re-release. You know what I'm saying?
And I got the re-release. Here's the picture. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, how does this happen, dog? Straight up, man.
Ned's name on the list, I have the beautiful. She's been in chat all night. Bridget Bites.
Oh. Queen.
MUJ.
Real shit. Yo, we might need. Yo, I don't know.
And that's what they say. Hey, that's what the chat says all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, I was just thinking like a head coach or a GM. Like maybe we need a trade for Bridget Bites, but she might be locked up on like a big deal over at MUJ.
Yeah, you know, we're bartering for some kind of fucking, you know, some kind of position, you know. So trying to see what we, you know.
She's Miss Team MUJ, bro.
That's what the chat says all the time, and like, I mean, like, you're like, oh well, shit, you know.
Right, exactly. Did you have one word to describe her, Bobby Blaze?
I did say I just said MUJ, you know.
And I say
MUJ, okay.
And I say Queen.
Yeah.
Devereaux.
Goat.
God.
Goat.
God.
I am thankful for Devereaux. Every time he hits me up, just be like, bro. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, he'll hit me up at a random time of day, like, bro, face tap mommy? Or like whoever, what guest we had that week, bro. Who do we have? Wacko the Kid, bro. He'll just hit me up like, bro, tomorrow morning at 5 in the morning, bro, he's going to text me, MUJ? I'll be like, yeah, they was on last night. Hell yeah.
Dev's always on his weird hours, so he'll text all of us randomly too, and it'll just be like he'll just say something random to me, and I'm like, I fucking love this dude.
Way early, bro.
And what I like about it is I know he just made a fire ass beat that we just put out in like a year. You know what I'm saying?
And he was listening to us in the background while he was working. So
bro, and I know he watches y'all shit too, so that blows my mind. Like when he hits me up and tells me about some weird insider reference that we made on some random episode, I'm just like, wow, bro. And that's like the modern day Mikey Clark. I think he's better than Mikey Clark. Personally.
That's what I was about to say, man. He's been just as influential as Mikey Clark has. Like he's the new age Mikey Clark.
You know, a lot of people, you know, like, you know, we've been saying a lot of praise to a lot of people and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think like, you know, when you really look down onto it, everyone on the panel. And half the people in the chat, it's a Devereaux, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
He's the soundtrack of this shit. He puts the lyrics on and paints the picture.
And it keeps going, man. And I don't know, like, even the, like, the small-ass shit that I do, you know what I'm saying? Is because of Dev, bro. Like, Dev has been some of the greatest motivation to so many people. I know that for sure because he's motivated the fuck out of me. Like, this Juggaholic shit, this fucking chopped and blaze shit that I'm putting out of the gathering, I wouldn't even be doing that if it wasn't for like talking to Dev or whatever. One of the first people that I talked to after finding out about like getting this, you know, like gathering DJ spot was Dev, and he like chopped me down on the real like shit of what to expect going into this shit or whatever. And it was dope to hear from that. I know like that like outside of whatever this shit is, you know what I'm saying? This like it's real as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like this they could cut the internet off today, and you know I could call up Dev, I could call up fucking the homies and still be like, yo, this is actually real shit, you know what I'm saying? And like the carnival does provide in major ways like that. You know, the chat, you know, motherfuckers out there know.
That's why I said Dev's the GOAT, man.
That's why I say like it's God, you know. That's what I feel like, man, because really like the creator of it, you know what I'm saying? Greatest of all time for sure, but man, he's the fucking God, bro. Like
you guys have the weekly Wicked Web show, and y'all do that every week. We do this show every week, and I feel like sometimes we want to slack off, but I think all of us remind ourselves like Dev wouldn't quit. Dev would be up working. Dev would be, you know what I'm saying? And
5 a.m.
o'clock in the morning.
Right. And Dev is a huge influence to us to keep steady, you know, stay on.
That Juggaholics project, like I had mentioned, that the shit that like you guys have heard, like, you know, like the Detroit Walk City and shit.
We premiered that.
Those motherfucking that's just gas as fuck. Those beats were like Dev firing us those beats at like 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like setting out those beats, like, and like he sent out like 4 or 5 beats that day, starting at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Man, that motherfucker like we said it. I said it earlier. Some people get to a position and then they're just like, "Well, I'm good forever." You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking fine. Set. You know what I'm saying? I'm set.
I'm gonna set the bar right here,
and then just that's it.
They plateau,
and you see
the plateau.
Those motherfuckers like really go nowhere, or they're where they're at. They end up staying in that same spot that they'd always were. But like, I feel like even like with this Darby shit, like being signed to Chapter 17, people are not ready for the amount of work that's going to be dropped.
Yep.
Fire ass shit. You know what I'm saying? The way that Darby cooks, the way that Dev cooks, there's no way that. And the way that Ouija drops like every 4 months. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's insane.
Like,
there's a Triz album dropping any day now, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna be announced any day, and we're gonna pick it up at the gathering or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
The next name on the list is Acetone Boogie.
Bobby. Bobby.
The next name on the list is Jigsaw.
Homie.
Bald boy.
The next name on the list is Don Chaos.
Chas boy, hey, my homie the Chas, bro. I love that motherfucker. Hey,
the next name.
I
was just trying to rapid fire, dog. You go ahead and get your shit off about.
No, I was just gonna. Hey, honestly, like you know, you guys go run back and run that shit. We are on the road to the gathering of the Juggalos. We did Chas last night. Peep the fucking. If you guys like fuck with the Twitter shit, peep the video. We're on some gathering throwback type shit. John Chaos was in this fucking renegade tent, and he fucking hit the fucking mic, and he dropped his infamous fucking Don Chaos fucking intro, and that's like, yo, that is like the magic that you feel at the gathering. If you want to know what the gathering magic does to you, peep Don Chaos in that video. I mean, this is no cap. You guys are fucking. This is no cap at all.
But
Don
I saw
Chaos
the video of him putting it down, bro.
Put it down, right? The full. What is it that draws you in? This magic that compels you? Don Chaos tells you right in that fucking 10-second video. I'm telling you, you can feel it. If you don't feel it, you don't feel me. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to rapid fire with the names. I got Dot Strife. The Strife
we did
name.
Strife already, didn't we? Did we do Strife already?
We didn't do it in word association. We didn't do it in word association.
He said ketchup. I said
ketchup.
Oh, we did do Strife. My bad. I apologize. Relish brand.
Chi-Town, baby.
Yeah. Derek, baby.
Malort.
Alligator Jesus.
Malort. Oh, damn. Real Chicago reference right there.
Bling, baby. Alligator Jesus pog piece, you know what I'm saying?
Bling, bling, bling.
HE triple.
Hey, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, bro. Yeah. Honestly, that'd be fucking ridiculous to say. All I know, the only HE that I know has a few X's in the end.
Yeah,
you guys about to see some wild ass shit Wednesday night, kicking off the motherfucking gathering of the Juggalos, 8 p.m. on the main stage, Chapter 17. You feel me?
Tales of a Cursed G coming soon. Yeah,
Big
Onset and Elixir will be front row. You can rest assured of that shit.
Big Hex is the homie, man.
Big homie, 100%.
Sound check and all.
That's my
Hex has showed us love so much. Even before we did a fucking single YouTube stream, he got up on the stage at the Token Lounge and was like, "Shout the Thuggalo Show." We was literally a Twitter account and a fucking YouTube page with no content on it.
The big homie.
And he hooked us up, and he did not have to do that. So big shout to Hex. The next name on the list of 3-6 is DJ Paul.
Oh shit.
God.
Hell yeah.
Literally God, bro. The dude created some of the greatest music of all time.
That's still used today with younger people who might not know where the music even comes from and where that influence even comes from.
Yeah, how?
How?
The next name is Shaggy the Airhead.
Oh shit.
Second boss.
Yo, that's a motherfucking brother right there.
That's my dude. I love Shaggy.
I'm my brother on that shit. That's my brother.
He did let Pod take a smoke break. I remember that being said. Yeah.
He did.
That's real.
Yo, Elixir with that L&C.
I got to go watch fucking. I got to go watch a little bit of Ouija with the boys.
Yeah, so that motherfucker. Shaggy's been making me feel like part of the crew since I first got to hang out with him in person. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, that motherfucker is cool as fuck.
Dude,
he's a legend, dog. Like, for real. I think like he's underrated as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
Underrated.
Hey, that motherfucker.
Hey, that motherfucker is 6 foot motherfucking tall plus. Dog. That motherfucker is like
6 foot killer.
Yo, dog, and he out there though, and he's out there grinding 2 tours in a row. You know what I'm saying? And the gathering. You know, that motherfucker. Yo, for real, he puts on heavily, and I feel like he don't often get he don't get enough flowers. Heavily. He don't get enough of his flowers. So shout out.
He doesn't, man, and I love how he's so different from everybody else, like style wise, rapping. He's got that boom bap, fucking like old skater hip hop shit. I like that, dude. So
this name I have it comprises of 2 people, but it is the Insane Clown Posse.
Shit.
How do you even describe that?
My motherfucking life.
Life.
Life. 100% life.
Yes,
Life.
I agree. Me and Bobby have the same answer. That's life right there.
The last name on the list. It's the main topic of a lot of discussion on the Thuggalo Show. A lot of the topic on Team MUJ surrounds this man.
Oh my god.
The final name on the list for Team MUJ is Ouija the Miggity Mac.
Oh my god.
Done.
How do you describe this man with one word?
I don't call him the future no more. I call him the right now.
Dog, I would say, I don't know, man.
Prophet.
Yeah, he's there. That was brought up last night as what we would say, prophet or prince, man. And I think prince is cliche as fuck. Prophet for sure, man. Like, yo, this was like
torchbearer. You know
this
what I'm
is
saying? Like this
what
torchbearer.
Yeah, like this is where
go to prophets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
bro.
torchbearer, bro. Like this dude is taking this shit and running, and no one's fucking stopping him, dude.
Man, he's lapping. He's running
like
laps around.
Yeah,
you could
he's
look
been
at a
running.
bunch of artists who
fumbled
the play in the time.
You could say disciple.
Yeah, disciple.
Real shit.
Too,
yo, Bobby, I heard what you were saying. Like a lot of people have fumbled the play.
Look how many people have fumbled the play in that time. You know what I'm saying? And like, we don't like. There is so many. There's like, there's obvious people who come into mind. You know what I'm saying?
I can name a lot.
Fumble to play. There's obvious people who come to mind who could have been a dope ass super group with Ouija. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they didn't have the work ethic.
Yeah,
that was talked about.
They didn't have the work ethic, or they just didn't have.
It goes back to what I've been saying is that some people get to this spot and they're just like, I'm just done. I don't got to do anything no more, whatever. You know, Ouija hasn't fumbled that play. Ouija learned from the best, and you already see what Ouija's doing now too, man. Like you could go back like 2 years and look at Ouija's tour, and he has people like gooning for him, like the clowns would have people clowning for him. So they help run the tour. They come out, make the fucking show look dope or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like the openers of the show or whatever. going to it now, like you see what like Darby and Shaggy Theirhead are still doing that. Shaggy's like some of the best beats you listen to right now are Shaggy Theirhead, and he's still out there making sure that he's grinding and shit for this. Where like he could be like, I'm Shaggy Theirhead. I don't got to do nothing, you know what I'm saying, because of this shit. But he's still out there like, yo, like, this shit ain't over, you know what I'm saying? This is it. It doesn't. I'm not gonna just go sit in my fucking van and let them load my shit up or whatever.
You can't stop working.
Yeah,
you can't stop working, bro. We had people hit us up when Violent J pulled up on Thuggalo Show, which still feels like a lie when I say that shit.
Yeah.
When that happened, people was like, "Well, y'all gonna stop now?" I'm like, "No."
Are you guys plateaued?
The fuck?
Yeah, you guys didn't hit the top. That's it.
If anything, I just re-gassed up and we got more motivation to keep going, bro. Like the fuck,
100%.
and Ouija Mac, I think, kind of put that onto us and taught us that in a way that there's no such thing as the top. You just continue to set the bar. You know, you just keep going. Like, and
it's crazy how strong. Like the dude's grind is insane, and Violent J has spoke on that many times that he's never had an artist or group and hit on the label that has done what Ouija has done.
And like really Ouija has capitalized on everything that he's learned. You see it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you see that he's still learning, but you see that he knows that Darby's going to be a fucking workhorse then too, you know what I'm saying? He knows that Darby isn't just going to be like this guy who's like, oh, I'm on chapter 17 now and I don't got to do shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. He knows that. And he learned that from, you know, all these years of doing this shit. That's why I feel like that was an obvious move. It was a power move. And I feel like really with what we see of Darby O'Trill and what we've seen, like today we were thinking about how many good tracks that Darby has already and how much dope ass content that Darby has already. What you think that's just gonna stop once Creek drops? Right. You think Creek's gonna be worse than any of the already progression that have already been there? You know what I'm saying? Like
I was already in the mind state of like, okay, Ouija's first proper album on the label was gutter water. Darby's is called Creek. I'm already thinking we setting the tone
Texas
right.
was demon season, so there's
Once
already
you gain,
straight up.
Where they're setting some things up. Yeah.
once you gain momentum,
Yeah.
it's very hard to
Feed off the momentum.
try to stop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know it's really not hard to fumble it. Like, you know, like Shanzi said, you know, like I'm not even like stop pulling punches. It's not like Light fumbled the fucking play. It wasn't hard for him to do it. He just did. You know what I'm saying? It happened. You know, like it's not hard to do it. If all of a sudden you were just like, all right, like if you ever get this mentality like that you're there, then you're fumbling the fucking play. You know,
we talked about that with about that with Strife to an extent about like people that claim like they're grinding all the time, and then like a couple months go by and you're like,
type motherfuckers,
right? And then a couple months go by, you're like, oh, where's that big album you was talking about 2 years ago?
It's coming.
No, bro, it's just a song, it's just an EP, bro. I was like, oh,
I love Project Born like all day. Project Born straight letters. I love that shit.
But
like homies. You know, they make that announcement on to go to Light's label or whatever, and then like. What they just dropped that Monster Click album or whatever. Like, I don't want to talk shit. I hate talking shit or whatever. But when Ouija announced an artist, both times now, when he announced that artist, you pre-order their shit that fucking day. A full album from them that fucking day.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're supposed to roll out a fucking album. That's how you're supposed to introduce a new artist. That's how you're supposed to show you're legit as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go, hey, I got me a new artist, but they got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ouija at least showed something, you know what I'm saying? And like I feel like Light took advantage of like Project Born on this shit and had like, you know, as to use as a name or whatever, and then they from someone who fumbled the play, you shouldn't take, you know, advice from someone who fumbled the play, you know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Ooh, it's getting spicy in here.
That's a great quote, Bobby Blaze. Do not take advice from somebody that fumbled the play. I will co-sign that statement.
And like, you know what? Like, I'm very rarely like, you know, talking like negative shit or whatever, but I don't even feel like that's negative shit when it's like straight facts. Everyone knows what you're talking about. Like,
it's what it is. They both came up at the same fucking time.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
And you know what?
Man.
It's crazy. See, this is where I'm already a polarizing ass motherfucker to a lot of people. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I feel like Light got accepted really easily by the fans. Yeah. And I feel like Ouija had to like really work for it, but who here still though?
I agree with you.
Exactly. It shows.
I feel like a lot of old heads I was around was like, no, Light, that's the shit. Oh, this Ouija Mac, I don't know about that guy.
Dog, and I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Like, I bought Light's first project when it came out on Psychopathic because I was like,
which color did you get? Because there was like multiple color.
Whichever one had DJ Clay on it. I think it was green or whatever. Whichever one had DJ Clay on it. But I bought that shit, and I remember I picked my boy up, and he clowned me. He's like, dog, for real? Like, yeah. So, you know, like, then when I start talking Ouija Mac, of course they're gonna be like, I don't know, dog. You already said this guy with the hair gimmick is the next one up. So you were wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And it's not like shit can't be redeemed. It's like, bro, just get to work and like run it up like shit. Like, you know,
without talking shit.
Big shit coming. 3 years.
Big shit coming. Yeah.
That shit's just so annoying. You know what I'm saying? And then like I feel like it's just like. And it's a steady reminder of the play being fumbled, and it does suck because you want people to get, you know, you want
everybody to get their bag, but like,
yeah, straight up, man, it just doesn't work out, bro. And then like you look at Ouija, who's dropped like I said, every 4 months,
30 albums,
new project.
Like we talk shit all the time. We're like, yo, like, you know, he could have stopped at this album. He could have stopped at this Dirtbag. Motherfucker could have stopped at Dirtbag and fucking had legendary album. Could have stopped at Still and had legendary shit. Had the best collabs in the world with fucking, you know, the 3 different types of collabs with these artists that Juggalos wouldn't have necessarily fucked with, and then brought them into this shit, and they're like legendary shits, you know.
And you know what's dope, bro? And I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but I'm saying if Ouija just wants to like lay on his sword tomorrow type shit, he can roll out for a long period of time, like the Dirtbag tour, the Dirtbag show, the Pretty Ugly show, the fucking Gutter Water show. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't even tapped in to that at all yet. You know what I'm saying?
The longevity of his career.
Yeah, absolutely, Stoney. Like, it's just in the discography and the body of work that he's put together in 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
'Cause it was the 5-year anniversary recently.
That was why it was so hard for us to do that. It was hard for us to do the shit with Mikey Sears for the top 10 Ouija songs. It took us forever, all of us, to figure out the top 10. And then some of us had the same songs, so then everybody's just playing off that shit. So, I mean, BG's got so much fucking content, dude, in a 5-year span.
Yep.
And it's all good to me.
It is,
Yeah,
dude.
it's all good.
In my opinion.
It's
like,
all great.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
But it does get like some of it, like it goes so like where you have to simmer on it. Even like Stale One drops at the Gathering, but then by like November you have fucking Problem Children, which then you're like, holy fuck, like
Right.
so you're still processing Stale One and
Banger.
build up to
I
it,
fucking
and then you
love
got
Problem
fucking Problem
Children.
Children.
Yeah.
And then you're on Problem Children. It just blows your fucking mind. Here, this is a collaboration that like that again that you another unexpected fucking like hit, and then you got to
And then
process
you go
that
back
too, and
to,
you're
like,
still on
Pretty
Stillman,
Ugly.
and where you still haven't but it's so fresh because it makes this catalog like last like that. But you see the growth into them too, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
and in that you're also seeing the growth of Devereaux, so that's why
Yep.
Creek is gonna be fucking insane because the growth of Devereaux.
Dev's hands are gonna be all over that shit too. Oh, man, I'm so excited for Creek to drop. Team MUJ, Jiggy Fresh. I want to say it was something we couldn't get Jiggy in here longer, but I want to say thank you to you, Bobby Blaze, Prez Murderers, Pod, Jigsaw. Even though you didn't pull up, bro, we fuck with you over here at the Thuggalo Show, dog. Everyone over at that team, I respect you guys every week or every 2 weeks whenever you guys get together. For the family, because me, Onstan, and Elixir, we're all in different rooms, bro. Stoney's over there; he's in a different room. Like we don't have like that chemistry because there's this whole StreamYard thing we gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But y'all are always in the same room, putting it down on a consistent ass basis. And I want to say thank y'all for pulling up tonight. We're about to hit 2 hours. We gotta wrap it up here soon, but I want to say thank y'all. You guys are welcome back. But see, next time we get up on a YouTube platform, I think we need to do it on y'all's
We're
channel.
gonna be over there, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You guys will be pulling up in the
See what
Jug
happens.
Stew all live in person.
Stew.
All one screen, so you don't have to look at multiple little.
Right.
It's gonna be a lot of us
boxes.
motherfuckers in that one
In
room.
a box.
There's gonna be
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be lit.
motherfuckers.
It probably
What we
will be multi-cam or whatever, but it's still gonna be man. I don't know. It's gonna be
We're
fresh.
gonna be ass to elbows, but it's gonna be pretty dope.
Hey, the Jug Stew's
got
got
to
some
work
room.
on
We
some
just gotta.
shit.
We're just gonna have to make some changes around it. But man,
Positioning.
where Jiggy's at right now, like real, we got like a whole studio building around the show and this fucking
damn,
spot. So
oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty fresh.
We got
Yes, sir.
our tech guy Jake. I'm trying to get Jake to come out and document like a vlog thing. We want to do like a vlog series while we're out there. If you guys
yeah,
want to be
man.
a part of that,
Oh,
we'd like to
hey.
do
Hell
something
yeah.
like that.
Yo, and that
Wow.
spot that shows that used to be like that's the spot that we almost fought all the security guards, but that was a long time ago though. So I don't know if that is.
we can get into that story
Yeah.
on the
Is
Team
it at
MUT stream.
Is that at the
Yeah.
Forge?
Yeah, it's at the Forge. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Real shit.
Taking
Fuck
it
yeah.
back to our first hangout.
Hey, there's a dope ass spot to get some tacos afterwards if you guys.
Oh
want.
yeah.
Hey, we gotta do it the Gary way, dog.
Yeah.
We gotta do it the Gary way, player.
I'm giving some
Go.
burritos.
Hey, but for real, 100%. Thank you for being like
Yeah.
having us come out of this shit. Like,
Thank you, dude.
This is that
Thank you,
crossover
guys.
classic right now. You know what I'm saying? And
Fuck
it does.
yeah,
it
man.
feels dope. Like, because this is what this shit should be about. You know what I'm saying? I talked about it a little bit last night, but like nobody invites us on the shows for whatever reason. So like we had to like do a promo run to get like we reached out to fucking Don Chas or whatever, and I'm like, yo, like let's make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to come on Juggalo
like
shit
this, right?
and talk Juggalo shit. There's no reason not to. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it's not it's not to plug our shit. It's just that we want more people to talk to. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Like that's really like what
Absolutely.
it is. Like
And I forgot to mention Bridget Bites. She's gonna pull up too, right? I
Yes,
forgot
sir.
about Bridget pulling up. She's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
there for the
that's-
collab.
Yes,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Man,
I'm
we
telling
gonna
you,
be
bro.
packed like sardines
Fuck
up in
yeah.
that motherfucker.
Yeah. 5 of us and 3 of you, maybe 4 of you.
Hey, we're gonna be at the nights at the long table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna make Stoney do it. We gonna have Stoney. We gonna make Stoney pull
We're
up too.
gonna fly
you know what I'm
Stoney
saying?
out for after.
Hey, Stoney, if you come through, dog, we'll have you up in a nice little spot with 3 computers in front of you. You can run the
Yeah, bro.
cameras we got out there, dog. We got it
yeah.
for sure, 100%. Yeah, straight up, dog.
Bro, we're gonna run the
Good
money
work.
play, bro. Team MUT in the
Yeah.
same room on the same
right.
cam. Multiple
Hell yeah.
cam probably.
Multiple
or
cam.
whatever.
Run some ideas back and forth.
How can people
Oh,
find
shit.
y'all on the interwebs? How can people? What events are y'all pulling up on at the gathering? Like, just where can people find y'all and shit?
That events we're pulling up on is a huge fucking question because we're pulling up on fucking several events now. Unfortunately, because of that, with the announcement of the DJ shit, I will not be at the Craft Beer Exchange. But immediately after the craft beer exchange is the Reno Riders motherfucking cornhole event. I'm DJing that, so come through, bring some beers for me. You know what I'm saying? Bring some blunts for me, and let's get down on that.
And
win the cornhole event for Bobby Blaze.
Yeah, because I was gonna. Me and Jiggy were gonna be in the cornhole tournament. I probably won't participate in that though now either.
Try to make
cornhole's a bad omen for us, so we're gonna stay away.
Yeah, we're gonna stick away from cornhole.
But where can people find you on the internet, Bobby?
Yo, on all social media, Team MUJ is how you can find us. We're really active on Instagram and on YouTube. You can find us Team MUJ there, but Midwest United Juggalos. Really fuck with us on YouTube. That's where we put our show on every channel that we're on, Twitch and all that shit. But really, we have the most fun with people on YouTube. So until they kick us off YouTube, stay fucking with us on YouTube. And then we'll the
y'all just hit 700. I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, hey, yo, so and then all the YouTube rules change next month anyway. So
really, I ain't even.
Yeah. So
shit.
What are they changing? We won't have to fight to 1,000 anymore. It'll be it's only 500 or whatever.
What? Damn! I'm about to hit that shit too. Hey,
Stoney's on the march to 500. So that's
we're on our Joe Rogan journey over here. You know what I mean? That's what we thought about too. It's motherfuckers out here in this Juggalo shit, and they're like, "Yeah, dog, Spotify's gonna buy my podcast for $100 million." I'm like, no, but you can still do a 5-hour podcast, though. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. But hey, do a 5-hour podcast still. That's
anyway.
Hey, Bobby Blaze, you Juggalo famous, bro. You famous to me, man.
No, dog. I don't know, bro. We're just out there, bro. And that's why, dog, Jiggy's always talking about me. He's like, you've been buying all those masks and shit. It's because, bro, I really just I get nervous as fuck. I want everybody to come say hi to me at the gathering, but I am I don't give a fuck how many hours I talk on a podcast or whatever. It's not the same in person. I'm actually shy Bobby Blaze, you know what I'm saying? I have my sunglasses on and have my hat on and stand around my friends, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm the same way. Onsted's the same way. Yeah, bro, I think people probably think I'm all loud and obnoxious because I do this shit here. At the gather, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what up, man? What up?
No, we love meeting y'all and everything, but we're not the same as it is on here. We're all hype and shit, but at the same time, we're gonna be nah.
Well, it's the Thuggalo Show.
Hell yeah.
We got to put on a performance, you know.
After we kick it or whatever, I loosen up or whatever. But at first, I'm I think everyone's like that or whatever. But I'm
absolutely.
And people expect us to we hear you talking on these shows or we see you talking on the show for 5 hours. They want that same conversation with you when they first meet you, and that's that's super.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something.
But when I see you guys, it'll be different because we just talked for 2 hours or whatever.
Right, for sure. Oh, I'm clocking in about 7 with you,
this
bro.
camera lens, anytime I try to we try to do a skit or something, or anytime I sit back and behind the screen and try to do something, I have a perfect scene in my head, but every time I get in front of this fucking lens, this lens right here, right, I freeze the fuck up. Nope. And then
that's awful. Hey, Press Murders is the exact opposite. When you guys see him at the gathering, he's gonna be like, boom, 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 fire rapid conversation with you and all that shit. But as soon as the camera comes on, he forgets every fucking thing he was gonna say. He's the exact opposite of all of us.
This motherfucker.
You see me outside of him yeah, Bobby Blaze, blah, blah, good to meet you, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying, cool to see you. But Press will be we're camping over here, you know what I'm saying? I want to smoke real quick, blah, blah.
That's gathering Stony right there,
that's Stony.
That's gathering Stony, man.
Got some water, ice cold.
Hey, but the minute the fucking camera comes in, he's deer in headlights.
Starts fumbling his lines, I'm sitting there, he's writing down.
I got it. I got the perfect fucking scene. This is gonna be the shit. And then I walk up here, and then I
clams up.
It happens to the best of us. Even
he turns into Ricky Bobby.
I don't know what to do with my hand. The car.
She said it was a good show tonight. We did our best out there.
The car drove real nice.
We're gonna let you guys go. I want to say shout out the Midwest United Juggalos. Expect the collab August 11th or 10th, whenever the fuck we gonna figure it out.
11th, 9th,
whatever.
69th.
Joliet, Illinois, pull up on us both because the fucking 6-headed monster are gonna be there and Pog.
Yeah,
7.
Man. Yeah. Yo, and we're gonna have some wild ass shit to talk about because you know that tour is gonna be lit as fuck then. Too,
Dude.
so.
Yeah.
And for us
That's
even
gonna
to another event for us to all be under the same roof together. That's gonna be fresh as fuck, man.
Oh, I'm
So
looking
we're gonna
forward to
call
it.
it. We're gonna call it right here, guys. Thank y'all for pulling up. Whoop whoop. We
Yeah.
love
Whoop,
y'all.
whoop,
Much
whoop.
love. Y'all are welcome
Love y'all.
anytime. Last
Love you guys,
question.
man.
Last
Yeah.
question though. Would y'all consider yourselves Thuggalos?
Bro,
course.
you already fucking know.
You fucking know, boy. Let's
I
go.
thought so. I thought so.
Come on.
Hell yeah. Hey, ask those motherfuckers who got my phone embedded into their forehead.
Hey, and ask the motherfucker who the first time we met and whooped his ass in front of Ouija. Ask him
See,
if, yeah.
Pagler starts telling the story like he just saying what happened, but
Hell yeah. Allegedly.
See, these are all
Allegedly.
stories that we can tap into when we pull up.
Allegedly.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Much love to y'all. We're gonna let y'all go.
Much
Thank y'all
love.
so
See y'all
much.
soon.
Woo,
Yeah, much
woo.
love, man. Hell yeah.
Love
See
you
y'all at
guys.
the gathering though.
See y'all soon,
Woo.
fam.
Yes.
Hell yeah, that was Pog. That was Jiggy Fresh driving to his like 6-figure job. You feel me? That was Bobby Blaze. That was the Prez, bro. I'm starstruck, man. That's Team MUJ. They've been YouTube legends for a minute. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like this is what the Thuggalo Show is about. It's about bringing people. Yeah, we've had Violent J on the show and Darby O'Trill and like all these
It's
big
that
names.
crossover.
It's the people like Team MUJ who like they do their shit the same way we do it. They have the same passion that we have. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. So to bring them
That's how
on,
you know it's real.
that's real shit.
Real
That's
recognized real.
real recognized real, and we will see them at the gathering, the craft beer exchange. We will be pulling up because see the
16
podcast
days.
event. Yeah, 17 days. Pod is what noon to 3, and the craft
Noon to
beer
3.
exchange starts at 4.
4 to 5.
Mhm.
So if y'all stalking us,
Oh, we're just
like
getting
that's
lit.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna be the podcast
Yeah, that's
event.
where we'll be for that
Right.
break of that fucking day for y'all who are looking
So
for
all you Cinderellas stalking me, you can come pull up at the beer exchange and hand me a Dello. My shit's a little warm, but I'm gonna take a sip. Shout out to Team MUJ. Bro, we just went 2 hours, but Onstead, we got some news. Can you run down some rapid fire news?
We got some rapid fire, boys, real quick. First and foremost, like, we knew it was going to happen. Like, everybody knew it was going to happen. But fucking Free Will got announced for the 3rd year in a row. I want to quick congratulations to the fucking boys. We'll
Hell
see
yeah.
you there again.
They got the Martian stage 2 a.m.
2 a.m. to clean out the night, actually.
Yep.
So that's going to be fucking fire. Next one, too. We kind of knew this one, too. Hatchet Man Project was confirmed.
Alumni.
Alumni, yep.
We got an Inch of the Echo Side, Texas Hold'em, Quest for Shangri-La. That's all confirmed. You want to play that shit? Run it up, be a neckbeard juggalo, and fucking win some money.
Neckbeard Juggalos.
Go
won't
win. It's
be
probably
there.
like a $200. It's like a $200 gift certificate to the merch tent or some shit like that, which
that
is
the
dope
Texas
for
Hold'em?
sitting and playing fucking board games.
What
Run
about
that.
Texas Hold'em? Is that money?
Texas Hold'em, probably. I can't confirm that, but yeah, probably.
Go
Are you
look
good
at
at
the
Texas
money, I'll
Hold'em,
take
Stoney?
it. What's up?
Are you good at Texas Hold'em? Are you like
Man, me and Rick throw down
He's
on
gonna
Texas
put on his
Hold'em.
cop shades and he's gonna.
You're right.
Yo,
Yeah, my God.
the Juggalo Parade. If you want to march and pretend it's 2017 like you in DC, but you on a fuck ass
Take it
hill, then be on the parade.
Fuck that hoe. And to wrap it up,
JCW. Blood, yeah, go ahead.
wrap it up. JCW Bloody Mania 16. Man, there was a lot of good shit on that fucking card too, man.
Joey Janela, the fuck,
And I'm
the
not
wild
wrestling
boy.
Oh,
guy.
nice.
Right.
Eugene?
And then finally, you got 4 dates left for that 3-headed monster tour.
Where they at, Elitzer?
Tomorrow night, they're going to be at Nashville, Tennessee at the Exit Inn. And then June 18th in Louisville, Kentucky at Headliners.
Louisville.
Louisville. Tuesday, June 20, and Saturday. You're going to have to help me with this one.
Sage.
That's
Sage.
I don't
That's
know.
Sage.
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 That sounded like a slur. I was using
Like a sausage.
Sage.
Sage. At
Oh,
Pops.
dude.
And then finally, but not least, we're going to be at Kings of Clubs in Columbus, Ohio.
Are you
Which
pulling
that's
up?
where I'm going to be at. Yep.
Yo.
Jay Herm's supposed to be there.
Y'all can catch the boy Elitzer at the King of Clubs on, what is that, June 21st? Or July 21st? What day is that? June
yeah.
21st? Hell
I
yeah.
think it's 21st.
Catch Elitzer in the Mitzer. He will be there at the King of Clubs for the final date of the 3-Headed Monster Tour. That's Free Will, Shaggy the Airhead, Darby O'Trill, and that is Eshawn, Violent J, and Ouija Mac. I want to end the show by thanking again to Jiggy Fresh, Bobby Blaze, Prez Murders, and the Pog Main, Trailer Pog Cinderella. I want to thank y'all for pulling up. It means a lot to us. go pre-order Creek.
Yes.
Everyone in this panel, get your trucker hat. Everyone on this panel fucks with Darby O'Trill. So if you fuck with Thuggalo Show, go buy it, because a buy for Creek is a buy for the Thuggalo Show, even though y'all don't be giving us no money.
On that Creek bid, go do the iTunes pre-order, because right now there's only 25 ninjas that have only
I did mine. I'm in that group.
Go do it. Go leave him. Go run that shit up just like fucking Ouija's gets run up.
Yeah,
absolutely. We're gonna end the show.
Make
Stoney,
him number 2 in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada, he'll run it up, and he always runs it up in Canada. Stoney, I want to thank you, dog, for pulling up and being a part of tonight's stream, bro.
Pressing buttons tonight.
Pressing behind the boards, bro. Like doing all the wicked shit, the wickedry. Thank you, Stoney, for real. That means a lot to us. And I can't wait to see you at the gathering in the flesh, bro. I can't wait to see MUJ at the craft event. Onset's fucking lit, bro.
I'm ready. I need this.
Right.
I need this gathering.
But we're gonna close it out. Here's the thing, y'all. We're not gonna have a stream next Friday. Not Friday. We're streaming on Saturday. So pull up next Saturday. The Thuggalo Show, Chapter 39 gets open. Y'all know who pulling up? Raven Black is pulling up on the Thuggalo Show Saturday night. So don't be a Juff and not pull up. Be a Jug and fucking pull up and listen to us talk to Raven Black.
It's you Juggalo shit.
Hell yeah.
Homies. Come on.
Thank y'all for watching. This has been the Thuggalo Show. On behalf of Onstead, Elitzer, Stoney, I'm Trailer Park, and we'll see y'all next Saturday with Raven Black. Woo, woo!
Hey, shout out Thuggalo Show in this bitch. Every fucking city, Thuggalo Show represent. Free Will in the bitch. Darby in the bitch. Shout out Thuggalo Show. Love you motherfuckers for real, bro.